Look at those vicious teeth. Look at those vicious teeth.
Testing, testing. Can you hear me, folks?
Axel, can the cameras hear us?
Hey, Kit Kat.
I'm gonna need this. Probably. That might help. Hopefully I won't need them right away.
Hey, Kit Kat.
Do it! No!
Alright, so there we go.
We'll see. The real reason why I'm not wearing one of those is because I am blind.
Okay, so cameras can hear us, we're good.
Okay. Oh, I haven't started the notes in my new notebook yet.
Yay.
Okay, let's try this again now that we're somewhat put back together. Welcome to Dragons in the Dining Room. This is DMLoxy presiding, and hopefully this will be Nerevis. We've got a lot of ground to cover tonight. It's been a while, my friends.
Thank you, Renson, for joining us. I hear that you know this person here, so
Yes,
welcome.
thank you, Ren. And just to satisfy Bard in the North, this is why I can't. Because
she looks like the librarian Granny Cat.
I'm sorry, what?
The librarian Granny Cat.
You got a 9 for your first roll up.
Yep.
Oh, I will mark that
Axel
down.
is starting
Thank
off
you,
strong.
Axel. You know, 9 likes horses, so it's all good. What am I doing? Okay. So, we're going to do a bit of a recap because it has literally been a month and a half since we have done Nerevis because real life, craziness, psychotic world we live in has all collapsed and we just haven't had time.
Got a point there.
Axel, I gave you 8 made with love.
I think there was a little more than just love in that.
There was some fire.
There was a little bit of a revenge in that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh. Tay.
Can you toss me the red?
Yeah. Okay. So we are gonna do a quick recap, and before we do any of that, we have a big announcement to make. So if I can get a drum roll, and yes, we'll know whether or not you do it with us at home.
Alright, so I have been in contact with some folks from Canada for a little while here, working back and forth with them. And I am proud to announce that Dragons in the Dining Room is now sponsored by Legend Craft. They are a company that handcrafts gaming tables. They literally, they have a workshop, they go in there with their chisels and awls and screwdrivers and all that good stuff, and they handcraft gaming tables. They're also working on a few different tabletop peripherals, such as, I know they have dice rollers, they have cubbies that you can stick your miniatures in. They're working on a bunch of different projects right now, and they were excited to get us on board as one of their ambassadors and reviewers for their products. As of today, we are working directly with them. They are sponsoring us, and as a gift to all of you guys out there in viewerland, if you use the code DITDERLEGEND, you can get 5% off your purchase when you visit the shop and order something. And just because this is the inaugural moment, we are going to show you the commercial that was made for it. Going forward, you'll see it during our intermission. We'll try not to let it interrupt our game too much. So, nope, click on where it says Legend Craft. This is one of their tables. This one is a minimalist. You can see that it can put, there's little slots on it, so you can stick your peripherals on the sides. And there's an LED in there that you can change your colors. It's kind of cool. This one is their flagship. Absolutely gorgeous. It speaks for itself.
Okay. Yay, we're back. So,
Alright, so there you go. Those are the two tables that they craft the most. The first one that you saw is the Aurelius, completely customizable in size, what peripheral pieces you can get for the slots, LED, the whole gambit. The other one is the Mountain King. That one, as you saw, it's got the locks, so you can take the panels off the top. It's got the side panels you can fold off and put stuff on, dice trays and whatnot. They are absolutely gorgeous, and they are handcrafted. So there will be a little bit of time between when you make your order and when you pick it up. So visit their site, legendcraft.ca. Check them out. Really cool guys. I've had probably a month or so chit-chatting with them. Really down to earth, really good folks.
alrighty. Awesome. Great news for Ditter and those of us that hang out here.
Our viewers
And-
too.
well,
I mean,
yeah.
heck, they can get awesome tables and peripherals.
And peripherals. Such a fun word. Peripherals.
I was going to use the word paraphernalia, but that doesn't quite work.
That doesn't quite come across right. So we are going to move forward. Again, like I said, it's been a while. We're going to have a quick recap as all of my players are responsible and of course have their characters leveled up to 5 like they should have at the end of last session.
I think so.
So going off of that, I'm going to get HP and AC and make sure none of that has changed, starting with Eric.
Well, assuming I did this right, my HP is now 46.
Okay?
My AC is still 16.
Okay. There shouldn't be any other changes, I don't believe.
Nothing that you have to worry about until I have to poke things with a sharp object.
Oh, speaking of which, you're going to like tonight. Parisa,
Yeah.
my little seductive plant lady, what do you have for me?
Well, I have my. I don't know.
You forgot to level, didn't you?
It's been a long time.
You've had a month and a half to level!
Sorry, I forgot.
Thank you very much, Stoneforge.
Hey, Stoneforge.
If you type !legendcraft into chat, you can get the information there as well.
Hey, Double Danes, welcome.
I might have to change something on that.
Hold on. Please hold on. I'm sorry.
I'm holding
I'm
Rogan, we will jump to you instead. What is your HP and AC now that you have successfully leveled your character?
Hey, Double A Games, welcome.
I can't hear him at all. Oh, hold on, you're talking and I'm not getting any noise.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
That's because I accidentally muted myself.
That's okay. I was like, I can do this. I can read your lips.
My HP is 62, and my AC is still the same.
I missed that.
Which is
With or without shield.
both.
No shield is 18.
That's right.
This
you suck
shield is 21.
Yeah, that's right. You sucked a hit. Okay, Parisa.
Okay, so
Do you still need a moment?
I'll be okay. I have my hit points as 40. I think that's more than it was.
I believe so.
Because it's a D8.
You know what? I'll come back to you in a minute because we are going to do a brief recap. Eric, why don't you tell us what you remember and just give a super brief intro to your character as we have a couple new people in chat. Just you know, basically who you are, what you've accomplished, and where you're going. Go.
My name's Eric. I'm an annoying person who has somehow managed to travel across 3 different realms, made lots of people mad at me, and somehow or another I have a best friend who's a bird, who's not a bird, who's now my laundress, and I'm a knight of laundress in a world that I don't know anything about.
That was actually fairly accurate.
He was originally in Strahd before he got yeeted by the Deva.
Well, I was originally in the Sword Coast, and then I got abducted by Strahd and then yeeted out of Barovia into this world.
I would like to address the fact that I have gotten so much crap by certain people for wanting my characters connected across our campaigns.
Yeah, I
and
felt
yet
that.
Eric has been in 3 of them now.
The first one is just his backstory. It's only Barovia and this.
Okay, some of ours were backstory too. You're officially being ganged up on by 2 women.
I know, I can't win.
No, you can't.
Not this time, because I'm in the DMC for the moment. We love you, though. At least I love you. I can't speak for anyone else. Rogith, I know you also love Thaco, so why don't you go next and just give us a quick blip of your character, and we will get this party started. I'll get to her eventually.
So, my character is a barbarian / paladin of Morasa, who's the goddess of death, and he's a paladin of vengeance. Currently seeking out the whatever's causing the issue here that's raising demons and otherwise raising hell.
Accurate. Alright, Parisa.
Okay. I am playtesting a I just lost it. Custom race class combo. I am playing what is known as a Loxley, not at all named after our beautiful DM. Essentially.
Okay, point of inspiration.
Wait,
I'm
really?
feeling loaded.
Wait,
Yes,
really?
I'm
Okay,
serious.
cool.
Like, are you kidding?
You just stroked her ego. She's happy.
I am insecure as all get out. You just called me pretty. Take inspiration.
Essentially, what she is a long, long time ago, an elf and a dryad had a baby, and that turned into an entire race.
The question, I have to ask this. Which one was the bard, the elf or the dryad? Because it's always a bard that makes this happen.
Actually, that lore is written out, and neither of them were a bard.
And so she is essentially
But that's a good thought.
fey-ish tree person. She actually has living flowers in her hair that are a part of her, and she is the daughter of the ambassador to the human kingdom.
Yay! And your AC and HP.
15 and 40. Oh, and non-Loxley creatures that are not used to Loxleys have to don't. Please make him stop.
Got it!
I can't make him stop because I don't know how to make him start.
So,
You can't ask things of me.
this is the campaign where the rest of the players work really hard to make me blush. Because I have had how many characters fall in love with mine?
We're up there. There was like an ogre tribe for a little bit that was kind of hitting on
That
you.
that are convinced that I'm a goddess.
Yes.
And there's most recently there was the one fisherman. Anyways, they have to make a wisdom save to see if they're enraptured by my beauty. And
Oh, that's right.
most
You
of
did
the
break
time,
up a marriage in the last game, too.
Yeah, I think it was Plant Lady Homewrecker is what Axel named you.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, jeez.
the shop.
Who?
Eric.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So lots of fun.
Ren, it wasn't too horribly bad. He
failed his wisdom save.
yeah, and then he got back on track when his wife broke his nose. All of our stuff is on YouTube. Feel free to go back and watch. All of our campaigns are great. This one is a riot. I might be slightly biased.
Honestly, this is, no offense, Joe, but this is probably one of my favorites.
Just because it's so crazy.
We get into some really fun stuff.
My mask keeps catching on my eyelashes, and so I'm not blinking a lot because I'm going blind. I mean, I am a little bit without my glasses, but I can't handle having the glasses over the mask.
Oh yeah, no, he's not just the town guard guy, he is the captain of the town guard guy.
Yep.
He's the captain town guard guy.
Yes.
And his name is, I have my notes, hold on. His name
is soon to be yeeted to another dimension. TM.
No!
This Leon approves of romance, you're probably safe.
That's only happened one time and it was to one character!
Oh, Jason
His name is
Momoa.
Jason
Yes,
Momoa.
Dibs on Jason Momoa. If you ever watch this,
We'll use him for the
I'm
time
over
being.
here. Come get me.
Yes.
So moving forward, last time we left off, the party has repeatedly been trying to get in canoes and head through
What about the green
to
one?
the. Oh, thanks, Kit Kat. Head through the swamp of Essus, the swampy place with the trees and the bad-smelling mold. Yes. However, they overheard, William and Carissa overheard a small boy arguing with his mother about he did in fact see the ground open up and men in flappy robes come out.
Just like the gnolls were born from
Yes,
the ground.
yes, that is how gnolls were produced. They come out of holes in the earth. We learned this due to another
Norwin, who was also in love with Parisa.
Even though she didn't need to be, she just was.
She just chose to be because it made me blush.
Like you are right now?
Yes.
Apparently my husband has found a new place to worship, so chat. We're building another temple. I love you and hopefully can get you to blush. No? Not even a little bit?
I barely ever blush.
I blush enough for everybody, whoever sits at this table.
Kind of do. Alright, you guys made it to this hole in the ground. You investigated it, and you were joined by Indy as Rogath used his little dog statue. And Indy decided to name the party members by floofs.
Plant floof.
Yes.
Sneaky floof.
Sneaky floof, plant floof,
Master floof.
Master
And Master
floof.
floof.
Yep. You guys then placed these stones in some pedestals. I won't points for that. And released a creature that was poorly drawn by your DM. And had a fight with what looked like a banshee slash Medusa with leaf water hair seaweed. We named it leaf water last time. Or water leaf, or something like that.
I still think she sounded like a Kelpie, but
I do too.
Indy did say that he knew what she was, named her for the party, and started reminiscing. Is anyone else hearing feedback?
It's not feedback.
Okay.
It's Aaron's mic.
And started reminiscing about different things he'd seen in different places when he was a statue.
Here's not what we want.
I need my 3 players to roll me a insight, please.
Can I just use my passive?
You know, Axel, I'm really leaning towards it this time.
is that a 6 or a 9?
Oh,
That's
for
an
God's
8.
sake.
It looks like an 8, doesn't
I
it?
know.
Oh, okay.
Just wait till she hears my insight.
Rogath, my beloved, what did you get?
That would be a 19.
Ooh, you for sure are gonna make this. Eric,
25.
Nicely done, Sneaky Floof. And Parisa.
23.
Hey, Ron, you just missed the recap, and my player's teasing me. That is about it.
You also missed the comment that we are now sponsored by legendcraft.ca.
Yes. Which will clue you in about more in person. Alright, Kit Kat sounds good.
Enjoy the food.
Alrighty. Quick, Mirror, use your snoo snipper. One of my favorite quotes.
We are up to 114.
Woo!
That's cool.
So, all three of you notice that William Cuthbert has become very sullen and melancholy.
I stab him.
And do you really?
No.
And more withdrawn and less forthcoming than he typically is, which is. And he's kind of staring off into space.
What's on your mind?
Oh, huh?
What's on your mind?
A lot of things.
That's helpful.
Oh, I'm sorry, I guess it isn't. Sorry, I'm trying to play the character. It's hard. I think
You seem troubled, my friend.
I'm making a mistake.
We all do. I made one. That's how I got here.
Nerevis kind of cocks her head at you like,
What you talk about, fool?
pretty much. With the death of my father and the lack of leadership at Fort Calyx, I feel like I have overestimated the amount of time that I can contribute to this journey. I think I am better suited at home getting my affairs in order.
And
Felicia.
if
Did
that's-
you just buy Felicia William Cuthbert?
Sorry.
Well, it seems somebody needs to step up and do something, because if I was the voice of reason in that fort, we've got problems.
No offense to you, my friend, but I agree. A leaderless fort, especially when it's the head of our defenses facing the swamp, is not quite that. Yeah, I think
Wrong campaign.
I'm agreeing, Axel. I think she's just got this underlying condition where maybe she needs to just find male play. You're a succubus plant homewrecker lady. Mystery solved.
Okay, but for real though, I want to.
Dang.
I want to
Nice,
have
Ron.
Like everybody died.
Ouch. I want to have a sorcerer that has demon blood.
Okay, we'll get there later.
Sorry, but
Focus.
sorry.
Focus.
We're focused now.
Focus on yourself.
Right? I will take Tammin back to the town,
Okay.
but I feel I will not be joining you for the remainder of your journey. If there's anything I can do, send word to the fort or to the estate, and I will do what I can to aid you.
We will take you up on that offer when we need to.
Thank you for understanding. And he plods off with Tammin in tow. Tammin then trying to tell him how he has plenty of time on the way back to the village to in fact teach him hide and seek. It's going to be really hard because you're kind of wide, but there's some trees in the swamp, and hey, Seekazilla, thank you for the
Thank you, Seekazilla.
cheers and for the dinner tonight.
Yes,
that was
thank you.
fantastic. The DM is in fact appeased.
Yay, we might not die tonight.
Oh, I wouldn't count your chickens just yet. And unless anyone has anything else to say to William Cuthbert, he is going to plod off with Tammin in tow. Indy begins running in circles and looking at you, Rogan. Master Floof, what do we do now? I was supposed to babysit, and the baby is going, and I cannot sit on him. What do I do? What do I do? And just starts kind of figure-8ing and running around your legs.
You will accompany us until such time as you return to your rest.
Oh, okay. Does anyone remember what they were told about this enemy that they fought?
No, it's been a month and a half.
Okay, I'm just asking. You know, there might have been some inspiration I would have thrown out.
Got it?
Oh,
Yep.
chat. My heart.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something different.
So, Rogath, are you
Axel
keeping
says he
Indy
got
out, or are you going to return him to statue form? Because he still has a little bit of time left.
I'll keep him out until he goes home, so to speak.
I can't add him from here.
What I remembered was those things, the Marises, they typically guard stuff. Because remember I was telling you about this? Like I used to be in the temple, and this one time the weird robed guy, he used a giraffe, but he had to put it in something. And then he spoke the command word, and it went, Wah! And then it hid treasure, and it was there to protect treasure. And Marises are usually done for that, so if there's one here, there must be treasure, yes. That was a mouthful.
Thank you, Ren.
Thank you, Indy.
You're welcome, Ren. Nice to have you. Yes. So do you want me to?
Come back
I
soon.
will sniff for it. And before you can say a thing, he's got like his entire face in the mud, and just there is a groove in the mud on the floor from this dog's nose. Just being as exuberant as he is.
Good boy.
You watch the tail. Just going nuts. Flinging mud and water everywhere, all over.
I am also going to search around.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation. Eric and Paris, what are you doing?
We're still down in the...
Yes, you are still in that room with the 4 pedestals. The image on the floor, the bars vanished when you fought the Maris, and now the sketch of the Maris that was on the floor has also vanished.
What else is on the floor?
It looks like there's some grooves on the floor, but as you remember, there was water that receded, and now there's some dirt and sediment. But you can see as Indy's nose drags through the dirt, it looks like there's some etchings underneath it.
Should be easy enough to clean that stuff off.
Okay,
I don't know if
that's not lost on me, Axel.
I don't know if Cuthbert had any major quest-related items on him, but I would have recovered them from him.
Yes, if there was, I can double check because I do have his sheet pictures on my phone. They would be given to you guys.
But yeah, I think there's some of that seaweed stuff from the lady still on the ground, right?
Yes.
Using some of that stuff, I want to start using that to wipe stuff down.
Okay.
Is, William keeping his sending stone? That's what he did.
Yes.
All the puppos!
Oh my gosh, thank you, David
Thank
Owen,
you.
for the cheers.
Oh,
Doggos. That makes me so happy. I'm just gonna sit here and be happy for a minute. Okay. I will do some make all the rars and all the love tonight. I mean, in honor of Indy, I do even have little ears on my mask. All of a sudden, you hear Nerevis gasp. Eric, I think I know what these are.
Oh?
You're the blood sphere.
That's for you.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Thank you.
Parmesan.
I I'm not even going to complain.
That was really cheesy, Axel. I approve.
Bloodstone?
Your bloodstone sphere.
Oh, yes.
In the center, there should be a circle. Look for it.
Wait, he still has that?
Sort of.
He does, but it can't do anything.
I have
Thank
the
you,
spear.
Cosma.
But if you notice,
Can't help
I have not touched it at all. It's just been kind of carried with me.
Axel. Rogus, what did you get on your investigation?
That was a 13.
Nice. You also notice the grooves on the floor, and at the edge of your pally senses, you vaguely sense divine power, but you can't get more than that.
And I'm going to look for the...
Erebus is
spot.
like pointing with her wing,
You know, you can turn into your normal form now and make this easier.
and she does.
I sense something, a presence I haven't felt since.
This is...
I feel ominous now.
I do not have an explanation for this. This is a Vistani rune,
Oh,
but I have not seen any evidence of my people ever being to this realm.
well, forgive me for saying it in this manner. Oh, thank you, Hubba.
Thank you, Hubba, for the follow.
Good to see you, Hubba.
Scratch.
I hate to see, I hate to say it in this nature, but you Vistani do get around, so...
We do. It is our way. Oh, good job, Bront. If you want to mow my backyard, that would be great too. It needs to be done, and I'm feeling rather lazy.
Dangrous!
Hey, Gangris, welcome.
Yay, Gangris!
So,
Viva la dungeon!
Viva la dungeon.
I was wearing the shirt.
I am not. Because he is.
I
And
will,
that would be weird.
as she points out the spot, I'm going to walk up with...
And you're going to put it in?
Well, does it look like it goes in tip first or butt first?
It looks like it goes in butt first.
Okay.
I need everyone to roll me a dex save. They did the front yard and they've been doing really good this summer mowing.
That's
Would,
a save.
would Danger Sense proc off this?
Yes.
Okay.
I like to give benefit of the doubt on Danger Sense just because I feel like it gets underused.
Oh no, I didn't. Thank you. Thank you, Axel. I love you. I love you so much right now. Because that's 13 more
Alright.
than I rolled.
I know, right?
Did anyone roll under a 14?
I would have.
Yes.
Yes. Rogan, you
But
are...
technically, he's right there.
You are knocked on your rear, but you take no damage as the floor begins to shift in circles, almost like an outer ring and an inner ring begin shifting.
Ooh.
Don't give me that look. I had this planned before.
Okay.
I can show you my notes.
No need.
Um,
It's just fun how certain things influence, and I kind of went, well, yeah.
and then there is a pulse of light that comes from the floor, runs through these grooves, and into the blood sphere. Eric.
You were being savage today, Axel.
I can't even.
Axel, if for any reason you know what? I'm gonna take a DM prerogative roll here, quick here. And I won't overstep into other games. But-
Right, Ron?
Axel, in any game that I am DMing or in charge of, I will give you one fireball that is guaranteed to go off at a time of your choosing. It does not have any expiration on it, but you only get one.
So use it wisely.
Why is it usually?
Axel has been consistent with DMing me with ideas, hair colors, and he's always here and always hanging out. He needs some love.
The big guy is kind of not going to be able to be here.
Yeah, real life takes precedence. Murder plots, wait.
Can you see that? It
I
should
can
show
see it
up.
on mine.
I don't see it on mine.
See what?
I can see.
What are you not seeing?
I don't know.
Not sure. Something showed up on my screen. Anywho,
Oh.
moving forward.
Okay.
Alright, just lost my train of thought. Yeah, okay, Axel, you get a fireball. Great. And Eric, you feel like the blood spear has had some of its power restored to it.
Okay.
Nerevis explains that these Vistani runes are used to hold latent power. So especially if a Vistani felt they were in danger, or someone was trying to sense them by their magic, or searching for magical beings, they would create these runes, put their magic into them, and disrupt the rune. Can you handle that?
Yeah, I got it. Keep talking.
Disrupt the rune, and then when the rune was realigned, that power would be released. She explains that she's not sure whatever. She's not sure how much power is left in this one.
Thank you, Gangris.
But mentions that you should keep an eye out in the future, and she will help as well, for other signs of the Vistani. Because if they've been here and they were making these runes, it alludes to the fact that they were being followed or chased or hunted.
Gangris, that coffee mug is awesome. I just got done ordering the entire package. I can't wait to see what the extra large mouse pad looks like. I think it's going to be like one of those play mats we use for Magic.
That'd be cool.
It's going to be kind of cool. Thank you. I'm glad you got the coffee mug. That's going to be awesome.
This does not bode well, Eric.
Why?
Because that means at one point my people were here.
Why?
We keep tabs of the worlds that we have been to. Because there is no mention in any of the records, that means whatever Vistani made it here did not make it back.
Maybe the Vistani turned into the plant lady that we just killed.
I did not feel Vistana magic from her. Although our magic is very mutable.
Fair.
I could
Does that happen often?
say again, Rogan?
Does that happen often?
No, it does not. Typically when we go out, and she gives a brief description of the Vistani, explains that they are a magical gypsy of sorts that have their origins in a land called Barovia. However, Barovia was on lockdown when it was taken over by an evil vampire. The Vistani were spared his wrath and were granted leave of his realm freely. So the Vistani could go between the realms. Most Vistani would kidnap for... Thanks for ruining them for me.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Would travel to other realms and bring back fresh souls to Barovia for the vampire to use. However, she quickly mentions not all Vistani are like that, and some Vistana, like herself, set out to free their homeland from this curse, but were unsuccessful. Realizing it was more or less what she feared to be a lost cause, she began traveling with Eric and over the course of their time in Barovia, she was shunted with him to this new world. There is your time lapse. There is your crisscross between campaigns.
If you're getting ice cream runs, I'm jealous.
Ooh, ice cream.
They
But-
always say it when your window's closed.
And my window is not closed yet. I just got off
I'm just being cute.
an accidental 20. My window's wild.
I do have one question for you, Nerevis.
Yes.
Think your mom's gonna be mad at me?
For what?
Accidentally kidnapping you?
No.
Okay.
She knew there was a chance that I would not return if I spent time with you.
Just hope she doesn't come hunting me down and start beating me with a
No.
chasing after me with her.
I
Rolling
stood at
pin,
the crossroads
rolling
and I saw the
A
pain.
rolling
Rolling.
I stood at the crossroads and I saw the pain that could be mine if I followed you. And I chose it anyway.
Fantastic. You're a glutton for punishment.
You have no idea. We'll talk later. Garlic.
So, anything else happen after?
It glows briefly and pulses with a red light, and then it settles back into the form it was. However, it looks as if it has been cleaned. The metal is polished, the wood is...
Did I have to attune to that?
yeah.
Oh.
She looks at you, Rogath, and you, Carissa. If there are more runes, or if there's anything I can do, I will try. My power seems to be limited in its return to this land, which is why I was trapped as a bird for so long.
So I will have to take some time to do that.
Understood.
In fact, I do not know how long I can stay in my human form without becoming tired.
Now that we're done finding out what you need to tell me, you can go back to bird farm.
Do I at least get the hug? If you
She gives
shrug,
her a side hug.
when you
Pats her on the back.
shrug before actually hugging her, she just immediately shifts.
Can I see that PHP, please?
Alright,
You have a
so
few
William
of them.
Cuthbert and Tammin are gone. Indy is
Whoops.
happily sniffing around.
I just said please.
Throw my
Do I need to separate you two as well?
Probably.
God.
dice.
What are you guys, where are you going, what you doing now?
What do we see?
You see the 4 pedestals. You, Rogath, with that investigation, you notice that there is a little, what appears to be a seam in the left-hand wall.
I'm going to get closer to that and kind of see where the seam goes.
Okay, and it's only about maybe foot and a half square.
Eric, would you come take a look at this, please?
I will meander in that direction, take a look at it, investigate it, poke around at it, see if it's trapped.
Okay, go ahead and search for traps.
That would be a 15.
15. You do not see any traps.
Okay, I'll see what I can do to open it.
And as you kind of wedge into the seams, the dirt falls away, and there is a small box.
Lock.
Nope, it looks like just a closed box. You open it, and you find, let me redraw this because that was horror bad, even for me. Anyone watching, you'll quickly learn that my skills as an artist are, in fact, non-existent.
I need to commission Ren again.
For
I need to have her draw Lisa.
Ren is an artiste.
Ren is an amazing artiste.
You find, Eric, a piece of metal that looks like this.
Okay.
It is flat, and it is only about yay tall and yay wide.
Okay. Does it look like it belongs anywhere?
It does not. Oh, up at the top, important detail, it is even more flat and narrows.
As in it tapers off like this?
Yeah.
Or
So
does it go from thick to...
it goes from, I mean, it's thin the whole way through, but it gets even narrower.
It tapers off?
Yes, it
Okay.
tapers.
I wanted to make sure that it tapered off as opposed to it was just a smaller piece.
Gotcha. No, it tapers.
Okay. I will... I don't know what this is for. Just kind of pocket it.
Okay.
Look around the room and see if it might belong somewhere.
You don't see anywhere in the room that it could possibly go. You get the sense that maybe it is a piece of something greater.
I do not believe there's anything else in this room we can find. We kind of dug around.
It may not be deleted. It might give, some of the codes got moved around, so some of them do not have the same numbers that they did.
Yeah, we had a lot of blank space in there, so I had to reset it, so it might be in a different location.
So I got blank space for you. No action.
There's only one that stayed in, there's one that I made sure it stayed in its place though.
Was that 16?
Yes.
All right.
Did the sense of divine power vanish
I thought those got
after?
deleted.
Some of them did. Apparently some of them still stuck around. We'll find out.
Okay. Sorry, say again, Rogith. I was distracted.
That's fine. Did that sense of divine presence, did that disappear on us after he did the blood spear thing?
Yes, it felt like the power, the divine power, went out of the room. And you don't necessarily sense it coming from the blood spear. It's almost as if it was absorbed.
Ah.
I'm looking for the way out.
The way that you guys came in is now open.
Start going that direction.
Okay. You guys successfully leave this area.
Well, I do. I'm not sure what
Well,
those two are up to.
Eric does. Rogith and Priest, are you following as well?
Yes.
I might as well, yep.
Okay. You guys are back in the swamp proper.
And
Do you read stats on your blood spear, or do you still have them?
I haven't attuned to it yet.
Okay. Well,
Once I attune to it, I'll need the stats, yes.
okay. That's what I was asking.
And we came this direction because we thought it would be the easiest way to get to the Void of the Gods.
You guys were going to take canoes
Yep.
from the fishing village to try and circumvent some of the swamp on the way to the Void of the Gods.
But this kid told us that there was a crazy hole in the ground. We took care of the hole in the ground.
And you guys decided to check that out first, yes.
So now we have to head back to town and get the canoes.
Oh, real quick, the gems,
The
Did they-
gems, they did
Yeah.
disappear. Yep.
they did disappear, okay. Cross that off my list there.
So yeah,
Alright.
head
So
back home.
you guys head back without. Everyone roll me a d6 real quick, because I like that idea.
I can pull up the chart if you want it.
Yes, actually. If you can, real quick. You just hit your foot.
I just
It's a different table. How did you hit your foot?
the chair. I got the
Oh.
chair.
Oh,
I can't help there.
Joe's knees have magnets for tables.
Right?
Yes, he does. Carissa, what did you get?
5.
Rogan.
Yeah, 5.
Dos.
Got a 1.
How dare you?
So now
Roll me another d6.
that's your roll.
I don't care.
6.
I asked you to do it for me.
But if I do that, then all of your hands.
Okay, fine. Alright. You guys are almost back to the village, and you all get the sense that you're being watched. But you don't see anything. Indy does transform back into a statue.
I will have, as normal, I will have Nerevis up in the air, keeping an eye out for us.
Okay.
Ooh. Can I help?
Are you gonna ward?
Yeah. No.
How are you gonna help?
Because we're level 5 now.
Yeah. So why don't you tell me what that means?
So I am going to use my new ability to transform into an animal.
And what are you transforming into? If you transform into a crow, you can be attempted murder.
I was actually gonna say I was gonna transform into a crow or raven, so we match.
Both the raven nevermore.
Shush, Axel. You know I can't speak well. You've watched me DM.
Transform! Alright, you now have 2 birds that are circling. Roll me a constitution save, Carissa.
Can I have that 19 back?
No.
Yeah, that's a 7.
You transform into a bird form and you begin flying, and you realize you've never flown before. And you get a little sense of vertigo and are a little taken aback as this is all brand new. And you find yourself having to stop and perch. Thankfully, Nerevis, realizing your predicament, comes alongside you and begins teaching you how to land and how to fly. As you realize, yes, you have never done this before, and just because you can turn into a bird does not mean you know how to act like one or how to move as one. So you're a little, Rogith and Eric, you look, she looks like she's drunk. And she's kind of tipping, topping back and forth. Nerevis is trying to teach her how to land. You watch her hit a few branches on the way through.
Cringe.
And you still don't see whatever it was that you thought you felt watching you, and after a few minutes the feeling vanishes altogether. You make it back to the town. It is still early afternoon. Your canoes are packed. You have 3 canoes and 3 porters. You realize if William is in fact staying, you guys could get away with 2 canoes, or even 1 if you just wanted to go by yourself.
We still need somebody to help navigate the waters.
This is true.
So we'll do it with 2.
Okay. So it is, these are 2-person canoes.
Then we'll need 3.
Why?
If they're 2-person canoes and we need somebody to help navigate the water for each canoe, that means we need 3 porters because they're 2-person canoes.
Okay, they're 3-person canoes then.
Okay.
I didn't realize you needed someone in each canoe. I mean, you're not proficient in boat craft, but you could figure that's
unless we hit really rough waters, it's
Just going off of the plans that we had made earlier.
Right. Well, a lot of those were.
Just going off the plans we made earlier.
we'll be fine with. We would definitely be fine with 2 if we want somebody to guide. If we want somebody there to guide.
The fisherman's son does volunteer to go with us. He knows the swamp fairly well.
He's also enamored.
He seems to have gotten his wits back about him, and seems a little embarrassed. Although he does offer you some flowers on your return as an apology.
I see that he is no
Oh,
longer
Cosmo,
enamored.
he's so cute.
Oh my gosh!
So this is Salem.
He's so cute.
He is an animal and therefore is adorable.
Salem wanted to say hi, so.
Aw. Hi, Salem. Right, you guys are navigating through this swamp. Does anybody remember his name? The son's name?
No, I don't.
The fisherman's son, no one remembers his name?
I do not recall his name.
His name was Jonathan.
Okay.
And he says that, there's places to camp in the swamp.
I cannot slow Jonathan.
It is rough going.
Not with me around.
He nods at your proclaimed expertise and says that just, it's hard to find places to camp and start fires. Fires typically attract.
I spent many of my years in a swamp. I should be able to make many of those difficulties easier.
Well then why do you need me to guide you through a swamp? You're so proficient, my friend.
I need you to guide us through the waters, not the swamp. The waters.
Alright. He guides along, and is there anything you guys want to specifically do along the way? Otherwise, you're going to be spending the next 2 days in canoe.
I am going to be paying attention to how they navigate so as to try and keep the idea in my mind of what they avoid and all that.
Okay. He's offers to switch out and give. Who's steering the second canoe?
I have a strength of negative 1.
Okay.
I am all but useless in this endeavor.
So Eric, I want you to roll me 3 survivals.
That would be a 20, a 7, and a 16.
You start out really well. He explains how to steer the canoe, how the paddles work, and you're a quick study. You catch on quick. After a while, your arms get sore, and you find yourself fumbling a bit. At one point, you drop the oar and then quickly retrieve it, and then kind of balance things out. Go ahead and add watercraft to your skills, but do not add proficiency in it yet.
Okay.
On the second day, he asks if you want to do it again or if any of you want to switch out.
I'd like to learn as well.
Okay, when you guys make camp the first night, Rogith, he takes you out in a canoe, and I want you to roll a d20.
While they're out doing that, I would like to go about getting all of the necessary stuff for setting up camp and making sure we have a good spot.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll me survival at advantage.
Oh shoot, I gave you the wrong numbers. Oh well.
What'd you get, Rogith?
16.
16. You're starting to get the hang of it. You understand in theory how to steer this canoe, You feel like you need a bit more practice, but you have a basic understanding of how it works, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So that was actually
That way I can be a backup in case if anything goes wrong.
Right, which isn't a bad idea.
I added +4 instead of +6.
Oh,
Oh, well.
sorry.
So it was a 19, a 9, and a 17. But survival would be 21.
Okay. You are able to find this little pocket of land that isn't as marshy. You are capable, somehow, miracle of miracles, of finding some dry brush and some moss that you know from your time in the swamp will, in fact, burn.
And not smell like peat?
Yes. You are able to get all of this together and roll me. What are watches? As evening's setting in.
Oh, I'm definitely taking first watch.
Okay.
Because I can't see in the dark.
Gotcha. Who's taking second watch?
I can actually, because are we doing 4 watches or 3?
That is up to you guys. I would probably.
What time of day is it?
It's pretty early still. It's only about 9.
Okay, so.
But
well,
Jonathan advises not being on the water at night. If there's something that you guys could strike with the canoe and sink it, that would be bad.
if it's 9 and we're just laying down, figure 8 to 10 hours of sleep, I can take either a 2 or a 4 hour watch for first, depending on how long we're going to bed down for.
Okay.
Well, if you take 2, I can take 4 because I only need 4 hours of rest.
Do you have your map handy, Zacho?
Yep.
Because mine's still upstairs. Can I borrow it, please? With my short, stubby T-Rex DM arms. Thank you. Okay, I have to backtrack something I said slightly. You guys can, in fact, avoid the swamp entirely. Originally, I had the swamp come through with a land bridge there. I forgot I took that out. So this is me saying I goofed as a DM. You can take the canoes all the way to the Void of the Gods if you want.
That's what I thought.
Sorry, that was me. I switched maps around a couple times in creation.
That's
And
okay.
anyone who's created a world, you understand the pain.
But I agree with the not taking the waterway in the night.
Yeah.
So that being said, we're still going to set up watches for our rest. I will take the first one for 2 hours.
I mean, and Jonathan does let you know that at night it does get significantly more dangerous the further you go down the waterway, the worse it gets, and after 2 days is where it really opens up. The first 2 days it's kind of narrow by the fishing village channel. After that, it widens to a considerably sized waterway or arm of a lake. It's almost big enough to be considered a sea. And he said for canoes, it works. The fishing villages don't have any larger vessels, but you will have to stay nearer to the shoreline in order to avoid being toppled by waves.
Okay.
So essentially Lake Superior.
More or less.
That's a really, really good analogy, is either Erie or Superior. Anyone who's ever canoed, though either of those, you
Or
understand.
even some of the bigger lakes up in the Boundary Waters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
And there's parts you cannot see shore to shore.
So I will take first watch. Somebody will have to take second, and you can take the last.
Yep, that's fine.
Alright, Runt, actually he does not. So go ahead and roll me a d6 for your watch, Eric. 2. Rogith, roll me a d6 for your watch, please. What did you get?
Eavesdropping.
Oh,
5.
5. Alright, Jonathan will take watch with you. He does fine, and Parisa, Nerevis is up for part of yours as well. So go ahead and roll me a d6. Woo!
You're gonna kill us.
And they want to roll my dice too.
Oh, I forgot you can do that now.
Yep.
Bit. Okay. It is at the end of your watch, Parisa, and you hear something in the water. Sounds like something in the water is bumping against the rocks of the shoreline. Just outside of the campfire light.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jaded!
What's up, Jaded?
It is not, in fact, a tentacle axle.
Holy hentai, Batman.
What you doing, Parisa?
Hey, Jaded.
Nerevis kind of cocks her head and takes to the sky.
There's something in the water.
Okay, so
I had to, I'm sorry.
Dragon friend!
I am going to... I'm not a bard! In this campaign!
What are you... Put your quiggly tentacles away.
Oh.
Or put them either way.
I'm a mind flayer.
I've seen enough anime to know where this is going as well.
I will beat you. Don't you?
I am just letting this happen.
Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Nerevis takes to the air.
Yeah. I am. How bright is it? Is like what phases of the moon is it?
It's close to a new moon,
Okay.
so it's pretty dark. You guys do have a fire, but you've kept it down to coal level or slightly above. As Jonathan has warned, fire attracts some not so friendly things. And while you're still close enough to the village itself that he feels like you're mostly safe, it's better safe than sorry at this point.
I will take a torch
Okay,
and light it
okay.
and go and carefully inspect the canoes.
It does not take you long, and you see that there is what appears to be a piece of a canoe in the water floating, bumping up between one of your guys' canoes and a rock, and there are smears of blood on it. Nerevis, you hear her voice in your mind saying she is going to go up river a little bit and see what is happening. And it came from the direction you guys are going.
So are we traveling upstream then, or
You are. It is not a strong current here, because what happens with the Void of the Gods is the water comes in and then is sprayed back up and out.
Okay.
So it is in this current, the closer to the void you get, the stronger the current. But you guys are like weeks away from the actual Void of the Gods, like 1,200 miles or so.
Yikes.
Yeah.
We're gonna be buff by the end of this.
So we work out it so we can do a third of the things our D&D characters can do.
Right?
At least that's my reasoning. I don't know what it is for the rest of you, but that is my only reason for working out. So, Parisa.
Okay.
The blood. Roll me a medicine quick.
That's a little bit better.
flood does not appear to be that old. It's where the water is lapping up around the piece of the canoe, it's still able to wash some of it down.
How big of a piece of a canoe is this? Is it like a piece, or is it like a piece?
20 inches by 16 inches, roughly.
Okay.
Every time someone says something that can be used as a quote, we all do one push-up. Ron, not push-ups. I have
Better
the
than
VR.
burpees.
Yeah, fair. Oh, I'm gonna take some ibuprofen here soon. Are you going to say anything, or?
Yeah, How far into my watch is it?
It's near the end. It's, I mean, another hour and it would be time to wake everyone up.
Okay,
The sun has not peaked over the horizon, but in another hour it will.
Okay.
You can see the sky lightning and I have nothing to throw at you.
I'm going to very carefully retrieve the piece of canoe,
Okay.
and I'm going to wait to wake up anybody until I hear from Nerevis.
Roll me. Actually, no. What's your passive? 13.
My passive what?
Perception. No, you have a stupid high passive.
My passive perception is now a 22.
When you pick this up, you realize that there is part of it stuck to the underside of the canoe.
Hello, doublings.
Ew. I drop it.
You
I
drop-
I carefully set it down on shore, like making sure not to touch it.
Nerevis comes. You're waiting for her to come back?
Yeah. Well, no, I was waiting just to hear from her.
Okay. You don't hear anything, and it's been about 6-7 minutes now.
Okay.
How long are you gonna wait?
I'll wait about 10 minutes before I wake up Eric.
Okay. It's been about 8 minutes, and you see what looks like a burst of purple lightning come up from the ground off in the distance that Nerevis flew and explode. And when it explodes, it looks like a bird in flight.
I'm gonna take that as a signal, and I'm gonna wake up Eric
Okay.
and explain what I found,
Okay.
what was found.
As you wake up Eric, we're just gonna say that Rogath and Jonathan wake up as well. You guys wake up to Parisa going, Eric! Eric!
Real quick, DM, when
Yes.
we rest is just one hit die we gain back, correct?
You gain, so the way long rests work is you get back half of your hit dice. So if you have 6 hit dice, you get 3 back. You can spend as many as you want, or as many as you need.
Okay.
But don't you get your one hit die
But
plus
yes,
con?
you automatically get one full hit die plus your con. So if your hit die is a D10 and your con mod is a 3, you automatically get 13 hit points back, and then however many hit die you choose to roll
But we
or spend.
Gotcha.
should be at.
You guys just leveled. You should all be at full.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
At that point, so you tell me that there was a giant burst of purple lightning, and
And I found a finger.
the finger can wait, it's already dead, and I'm not going to wait. I'm going to grab my gear, and as I'm running, start putting stuff where it belongs.
Okay. Roll me in acrobatics just because this amuses me.
That would be a 20.
Nice. You do it very well while hopping over logs
I
and
mean, I got my breeches on, but my shirt, and then my belt, and then my...
you're
Why does
pulling
she
me
have-
on the way to college. You get in the car in your pajamas and you'd arrive on campus fully clothed, ready to go.
Yep.
Stoplights were great.
Exactly, Candace. Exactly.
Very accurate. Rogath, What are you doing?
Doing something similar, except without the putting anything else on except for my shield and my hammer.
Okay. Jonathan says that he will stay and guard the boats and the supplies, and quickly begins dousing the fire. It is beginning to get lighter. It's dim light. So, yes.
Now, a question.
Now answer.
This is because I don't know anything about this. Now that Nerevis and I are intrinsically linked because of these tokens that we acquired, do I happen to have a certain knack of knowing where she is?
Yes, but you weren't supposed to discover that yet. That's what I get for sharing my lore with you.
This is a question I would naturally ask anyhow because of,
You don't know distance, but you can sense the general direction she's in.
that's fine by me. I am beelining it in that direction.
So you're making the moves.
Yes.
I am actually going to go bird form and start flying there.
Okay, roll me another con.
Drunk bird flying, drunk bird flying. Oh, she is drunk bird flying. It's the exact same thing we did last time.
I will let you know the DC does get lower every time, but you still missed.
I get there soon! I get there soon!
I'm coming in a minute.
You know what? Just for shiggles, roll me percentile, Parisa.
Are you sure you want me to?
Oh yes, I'm very sure, love.
56.
That's good.
You only hit 4 or 5 trees on your way.
So she's cross-eyed
Red light.
and flying
Roll
along.
D4.
Read that again.
You're like bad.
2.
You have 2 points of bludgeoning damage
You're like
from
bad
all
at
these
confirming.
brambles. However, you do catch up to Eric,
Yeah.
and you are that does seem to help you, having something to focus on that is also moving. I don't know what it's like for birds, so I'm just gonna say that helps, and you're getting there. Eric,
I'm sad.
roll me a God, would that be con or wisdom? Roll me a wisdom save.
9.
9.
That guy does not like
You are making excellent headway through these woods, and all of a sudden it feels like your stomach is flip-flopped upside down as you no longer see the trees and the path ahead of you. You blink, and when you open your eyes, you see what looks like a troll of sorts. But it looks like a troll, but the coloring is off, the facial markings are off, and it looks almost like it has more of a canine face. But the body is trollish, as you would recognize them.
Bad cosplayer. Yes.
Cosplayer. I found these old furries in my trunk. For Grandma. And you see a hand go out in front of you as if it was your hand, but you recognize it's Nerevis's. And you see 3 of these canine-faced trolls moving in, and you see as the vision turns, and you see bodies strewn, and then you're back to you again, still moving, but you feel nauseous.
If I'm going to lose my non-existent breakfast, I'll do it while running.
Gotcha. And it's just that, and go.
I mean, I've been in some rough spots before with the undead.
Yep. And you keep moving. Rodith, you are not very far behind
Don't drag behind
Eric
me.
at all. And you do hear him retching as he's moving.
I'm gonna try to avoid the puddle as we go.
Probably a wise idea. All right. It's not too much further, and you can hear.
Oh, by that point in time, I will have my longbow out.
Okay. You can hear the noise of battle up ahead. Nerevis has her arm out protectively to the side, and she has the dagger that you gave her in her other hand, and she's kind of doing one of these as these three creatures, one stayed in front of her and the other two have begun to flank out. You can tell there's someone or something kind of huddled behind her, and you can smell fresh death. And roll initiative, guys. And then Parisa, I also need a perception out of you. And then you're going to have to give the DM a moment here.
Like my initiative.
Because I
rolled
got here a
advantage
little
plus 7.
fast.
Do I need to roll for Nerevis?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to give you, we actually need to, maybe even on break. No, I didn't do that. You have, yeah, I need to get her more together. And again,
Right?
I don't have a picture for you exactly, but it is the troll body. But they are hairy, and the features are more canine.
Big
Is the only way I can explain it. But it's not a gnoll. Like, they're not hunched over hanging. Like, it's a weird mix.
Amalgam.
Yes. All right. Parisa, quickly, what was your perception?
My perception was 19 or passive of 22.
Okay.
Either way, not bad.
And then what was your initiative?
My initiative is 19.
Eric, what was your initiative?
My initiative was 25.
And for Nerevis?
18.
And Rogith?
21.
And I have to use Axel's roll for me.
Sounds like a personal problem, Gangris. Have you been there before?
All right.
No,
If
you
you
are not
guys
obligated.
want minis on the map, go ahead and put them out.
I just don't have an Nerevis.
Okay.
I can find something for
There
it.
should be a bird in there, and then I will give you some bad guys.
I don't have one.
Well, she's in humanoid form right now, so I will find something that might fit. You know, we don't have that many female minis. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's like
I'm gonna have
we've
to
got
do
all
some,
the weird stuff, but not the.
I'm gonna have to do some hunting to make sure I can find them. Oh hey, I forgot. We have legs.
Pants! Here, otherwise you can use these for the trolls. Troll thingies. I don't know if I want to throw those. Glad you have long arms. I don't.
Trolls in the dungeon. I thought you should know.
They're large, right?
These are humanoid size.
Okay. So they're medium.
Yes, medium. Sorry. The medium kind. Yeah.
We'll do that because that's a good start.
That works.
Alright, Before we start combat, give me 30 seconds. I'm gonna grab some ibuprofen because my neck is killing me tonight.
I don't know what she's guarding, so I will grab.
Talk amongst yourselves. Be interesting.
While you do that, I'm going to change something. I see a mistake in my bot.
I suppose I could actually eat some of the pizza we were so graciously gifted with. So now I'm actually starting to feel hungry.
Apparently, when I say chat owes me pizza during Dragon's Discourse, I need to be careful because chat will, well, some parts of chat will take me seriously and buy me pizza, which is much appreciated. Nope, you're good. I literally just need 20 seconds to heat up my coffee.
Alright. Hopefully that fixes it.
What was wrong?
Well, it wasn't prompting the way it should have.
I have not, in fact, been sleeping well, and I slept really, really well last night. But I slept like the dead, so I'm super stiff today. And then I ran this morning.
Hopefully that works. We'll find out in a bit.
Alright. Starting this off is Eric. We are going to say that you are 70 feet away. Everything's 5 foot squares. And the trees have thinned here. You have, if you want, you can put the water's on your side.
I have no markers. So
I'm here.
No, I got it.
You got him?
So water is on my side.
Yes.
How far from the water's edge to where all this is happening did I run?
20 feet.
So I only ran 20 feet into the woods to see
No,
this?
no, sorry. The water's 20 feet your way of the fight. You ran quite a ways. I mean, she was flying for a good 3 minutes before she stumbled across this.
So the water is there. And there's trees all about us, but they're thin.
Yeah, they've thinned out, and that's why you can see the remains of a campsite up there. There's some brushes and shrubs, but nothing that would slow you that you couldn't go around, I guess is what I'm saying. It's not difficult terrain in any way.
Right. Okay. Now the troll-like creatures, how far are they from Nerevis?
The one is 10 feet in front of her. The other one is 15 feet to her right and 5 feet towards the hutch, and the other one's 15 feet to her left and 5 feet towards the hutch.
Okay, but that puts one right on the edge of the water.
Yep.
One directly in front of her.
One 5 feet, 5 feet away from her, so back it up one. The one directly in front of her, back it up one, yes.
This
Yeah,
one
yes, the one, yes.
hasn't closed distance, so they're all
Correct.
okay.
It looks like she was moving back, trying to keep them out of arm's reach.
Okay, and she's backed up to like a tree,
She's just backing up. There's nothing directly behind her.
except for whatever she's blocking.
Whatever she's... I just put you at the
Way back there.
nearest spot where you would have a clear shot.
Okay.
Because I assumed that's...
Oh yeah, I mean, I could make a shot from 120 feet away, but with that much wood in the way.
Right, which is why.
So yeah, I will get an angle on the one that is directly in front of her.
Sorry. I just saw the sticky note that's back here.
Which one?
The hamster has fallen off the wheel of remembrance.
Yep.
And it's a spinning wheel and this little hamster.
It was drawn a long time ago by Taya.
Oh, that doesn't
I
surprise me.
forgot about that. It's not going to show well, but
No.
that's hilarious. Alright.
So yeah, from where I'm at, I am going to sharpshooter, and seeing as it's 5 feet away from her, I get advantage.
Yep.
And
Rogith, you'll be happy to know I even wrote a note reminding me that you have Sentinel.
and that would be a
Thank you.
16 to hit.
A 16 does in fact hit these things.
Alright, so that is going to be 1, 2, and 3.
Hey Axel, if there's a death cleric with the alert feat, does that mean they're a false life alert?
That would be 14 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
Or no, 24 points of piercing damage.
24?
Because I forgot to add sharpshooter to that.
Okay, hold on. Give me just a second. Oh shoot. Can you do me a favor after your turn in combat? Can you call my mother and make sure everything's okay with the kids?
That's my turn.
Oh, okay. So
Actually, no. Could I have, as a bonus action before making my shot, added Hunter's Mark to that?
yes, go ahead and roll.
Make that 29.
Okay, she
Ron,
called from the
that was
household.
hilarious. That was a good one.
Whoops, she's calling again.
I got it.
Do you still want me to hand you my phone?
Sure.
Hi, what's wrong? Hold on. Sorry. Go.
Yeah.
Sorry, kids are with grandma and they wouldn't call repeatedly unless something was wrong.
All good.
Okay, Rogith, you are up, followed by Parisa.
All right. Well, I am going to cast Shield of Faith on myself. And with these particular things, are they?
One sec, Rogith. What's wrong? Is there? To come. Did she ask for something?
Yes.
Okay.
You wanna take Eric for a minute?
Sure.
I'll be right back.
So we can always go to break
Otherwise-
after this round.
Yeah, we're only 15 minutes for break. Let's get through this round of combat and then we'll go to break early.
Okay.
Alright,
I'm gonna
go
head-
ahead, Rogith.
I'm gonna head up.
Yeah,
so-
go. Let me know what's going on.
They are good kids, Rogith. Or Ront, sorry. Sidetracked. They are really good kids, Ront.
Just found out how high my new cats can actually jump.
Yeah, sorry, Ron, you're not that cool.
Oh my god.
Do we want to go to break now, guys?
No, let's get through this round of combat, but I'm
Joe
not-
is on his way there.
I know. Doesn't sound great.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm just flustered.
Okay.
Do your damage, Roguth.
All right. So, you said one of them was by the water, right?
Yes, one of them is actually. Can you take a picture quick of Parisa and text it to the group? Yes, you guys are roughly. Eric was 90 feet away. You're roughly 100 feet away.
Gotcha. So that's a little far for me to actually get there, but I'm going to charge forward. Double movement. Wait, does double movement take a bonus action?
Yeah.
No, it takes action.
To.
Double move.
Yeah, a double move. Yeah.
Unless you're
Action,
Okay.
double move.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I'll just cast my shield and move forward as best as I can.
Okay. What's
To the
your
one.
movement?
Movement speed is 30. Yes, 30.
Perfect.
And then that will probably be the end of my turn.
Okay. Parisa, you are up.
Okay. I'm gonna come out of bird form, move forward, and summon Shiori.
Okay. Anything else out of you?
Okay. Do I still have an action?
Yes, because Sherry was not in action.
Okay. Then I am going to shoot at one of the dog face things.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oof.
Is it a 1?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we do not have any no nat ones or anything of that nature.
These are going in timeout.
Okay, roll me percentile, Parisa.
95.
Nice. Your arrow does not go where you intended, but it lands right at the feet of one of these things, and it kind of steps back and looks surprised by it. That leads us to Nerevis, who we're just going to come back to at this moment. The second one goes first, and that is the one in the middle towards Nerevis.
Okay.
It is going to step forward and get up in her face and slash down at her with these claws. It goes twice with its claws and one trying to bite. She misses with the claws, and as she moves from the second claw, it comes down on her shoulder. Oh, and does a lot of icky stuff to her.
Oof.
Yeah. It does 7 points of damage to her, which is fine.
That's all she has.
Well, in bird form.
Okay.
But it's enough to push her back further, and she's not looking good at all. There's a lot of blood. She looks very determined. The first one, which is the one this side, window side, move it 30 feet forward towards Eric.
Oh gosh.
And the one near the water, go ahead and move that one 30 feet towards me. Perfect. And that will end their turns. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to break a little bit early tonight. We will see you in roughly a half an hour, and we will find out what happens and what's going on with these creatures. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
Hi everyone, I'm Turkey. I'm from the Grouch Couch. We're a D&D variety channel, and we add a lot of shenanigans into our show. If you hang out long enough, I promise we'll make you laugh.
Hi, I'm DM Thaco from Dragons in the Dining Room. We quite literally stream D&D from our dining room. A variety D&D show where we also have a talk show on Mondays. If you hang out with us, you may even be able to influence our show. Welcome to the dining room.
Hey guys, I'm Joe from JoJo. if you guys like homebrew, some table talks, some mini campaigns, why don't you go on, jump in the hole, and throw me a follow. See you there.
Hi, my name is Sprinkles. I'm from Spooky Sprinkles, and I paint cute and spooky paintings and patches. And so, if you want to come watch a really wholesome art stream, come hang out with me.
Hi, I'm the Lich. I like short and hot live-action gameplays. Think you can survive the dungeon and earn the shirt? Come by on Tuesdays. Or if you dig mutant apocalypses, hit the road with Agent Spooky's Apocalypse Roadshow on Saturday.
And we are hero approved.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Oh, sorry guys, just give me a second. Everything's good, everyone's fine. Just my adrenaline dropped a little bit. You never know the range of emotions until after you have kids or care for kids, and then you're just like, so my mama bear is a little wild at the moment.
Might need to bury a body. Well, that remains to be seen yet.
Yeah, no, that's too easy.
I didn't say when. Just sometime in the future.
So
we could always use fresh mulch.
Right? Oh, we just watched that on Criminal Minds last night.
Yeah, we did.
Well, where are we at in Criminal Minds?
But.
Oh, the exorcism episode. That's what we just finished.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my pulse waving like I did the cats. Oh, Axel. No, we're super proud of our kiddo. She felt like she was in a bad situation and called us right away, and we're proud of her for that.
And as you noticed, I disappeared.
Yep, and I'm glad. I'm just waiting for my adrenaline to load. We are going into the second round of combat. Eric, all you missed was they moved 2 of the 3 troll doggos moved forward. The other one swiped at Nerevis twice and missed, and then bit into her pretty hard. And you notice that there is a good deal of blood and viscera. She kind of stumbled back a little bit.
Thank you for the sub.
Thank you, Rod.
Thanks, Rod.
Yay!
For the cows!
For the cows! Best quote ever. So, I need everyone to make me a quick perception check.
Watch this. Long arms.
Shut up!
Again, our arm length, you have to subtract boob length from arm length to get actual arm length.
Because, like,
Squish!
I almost turned into a squeaky toy there.
I want you to stand up and do that with something else trapped. That's how it feels. Oh. All right. So.
You know, you got a point there, Axel. That
Sorry,
was all
Sneaky.
twins.
Now I know it is too. Okay. What did you get on your perception, Rogan?
Passive of 15.
Nice. And Eric?
17.
Barista.
Passive of 22.
Would you roll just for sure?
Yeah, it was like a 3.
I think it was a 6.
Okay.
I didn't catch it. But so total that would have been like a 13.
Okay. Eric, you noticed this mainly because it was your arrow. Your arrow did damage. This thing, as it's running towards you, ripped the arrow out, and it looks like almost as if the hole is partially closing.
Okay. That being said, I want to make sure that you have the right one in mind. The one in front of Nerevis
Is the one you shot?
is the one I shot.
Okay. No, I had you shoot the wrong one, but that's okay.
The one in front of Nerevis is the one I hit.
Okay. Perfect. Then I'll just do this. 2, that's 1, that's left, and that's middle. Okay. Okie dokie, we're good now. So top of the initiative is Eric with Rogith on deck.
Second verse, the same as the first. I'm going to sharp. I can't. Did we notice what Nerevis is over? Is guarding?
It looks like someone huddled under a cloak.
Okay. Whoops, that's you. I'm way back here. I'm going to get myself under cover of tree and shrubbery and make a stealth roll.
Okay, go ahead.
That would be a 21.
Nice.
And then from that position, I am going to fire on the one in front of Nerevis again.
Okay.
Again using sharpshooter.
Okay.
And miss.
Alright. What'd you roll?
Five.
Okay, yes, that is a miss. Sorry. I just double check because sometimes.
If it's below a 10, you're almost guaranteed to miss.
Unless it's an ooze.
Correct, that's why I said almost.
Maybe these things are ooze puppy trolls.
Even the ones that I made had a higher AC.
Maybe I can go lower than you ever imagined.
This is true.
Anything you can make, I can go lower.
You should remember the ooze trolls that I made.
All right. Sorry, that was you missed. Okay. Rogith, go ahead. You are. How close is he to the nearest troll?
15 feet.
You are 15 feet from troll number left.
Is that the one in front of Nerevis?
No.
No.
You remember the line of trolls?
Mm-hmm.
You had left, middle, and right. The left one is 15 feet away from you. The right one is 20 feet away from you. The one in front of Nerevis is 50 feet away.
Okay, so he's a little further. You know, I'm going to ignore the one that's closest to me and run towards Nerevis, since she seems to be in a bit of a spot of trouble there.
That'll put you at 10 feet away from it.
Okay.
And right next to the bundle.
And I'm going to yell at it.
Okay, go ahead and roll intimidation. It is Ront. I agree.
Some days the dragon whelpling is just a jerk.
This is true.
Dirty 20.
Nice. This thing actually startles and looks at you, and there's this moment of confusion across its face.
And that will probably be the end of my turn, being that I can't reach it yet.
Perfect. Alright, Parisa, you are up. Erebus is on deck.
Okay. 1 moment, please. Wait. Hold on. Why is it only... Oh no, that doesn't go up. That stays that. Those go up. Okay. My turn. Yes. I'm going to attempt... Actually, first of all, I am going to use my bonus action. Maybe. Hold on. Yes. I'm going to use my bonus action unless, wait, did Rogat move? Or is he still...
Yes, Rogat was up there. He was back here.
Okay, because that's you back there.
Yes, I
Gotcha.
haven't.
Okay.
I moved up just a little bit. He moved up a lot of bit, and you're back.
Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast... Yeah, I'll clean up. I'll cast Hail of Thorns, and then I'm going to shoot at this one right here, because there's nobody around
The
it.
nearest one.
Yes. That's a bit better. That wasn't a 1. That is a 16 to hit.
That hits. And you're shooting at number
Left.
left. Got it. And how much damage are you doing, fighting stuff?
I am doing 4, 8. He 8, and he needs to make a dex save. Yeah.
Okay. And what's the DC?
15.
He does not make it.
Sweet. So he takes an additional 10 points of piercing damage.
Nice. Okay. It is... Anything else that you Parisa?
Nope, that'll be it. I'm
Okay.
sticking back here.
It is Erebus' turn, and in her injured state, she cries out, "They heal themselves!" and does whatever you say.
Would she have any spells?
She would have one use of what's called Vistani Evil Eye, where she can attempt to curse or bless a creature. They make a wisdom saving throw. And I would say the DC is just for the moment 15 until we get it fully figured out. And it gives them either advantage or disadvantage on their until her next turn.
If she's a druid, then her spells are based off of wisdom, so yeah, 15 would work. Yeah, we'll use that. Curse the troll.
Okay.
And when you say curse, what does the curse do?
They have disadvantage on any attack or saving throws until her next turn.
Okay.
Also, it prevents any healing done to them is halved.
That's useful.
Ooh, so that's a 19 on the die. Sorry, I wanted that to work. Okay. Anything else out of her?
Not that I can tell.
The bundle behind her seems to be slumped down more. It was about the height of someone kneeling. Now it's more the height of someone sitting cross-legged.
Okay.
Are you gonna have her move at all, or just?
She's in combat range. She
Okay.
can't move.
That brings us to color number 2, which is the middle one. And that one seems to be recovering from some of the damage that it took from you, Eric. You see that arrow hole is almost closed, but it is still bleeding. And it is going to try and swipe down at Nerevis. Or no, that's the one that Cosima yelled.
Yep.
The Rogan yelled at that one.
Yep.
So, hold on. He should have had disadvantage. Because Rogath frightened him.
Okay.
So he had disadvantage on that. Hold on. That is a 2 on the die. Her evil eye goes off.
Okay.
Sorry, DMs are not perfect. Exhibit A.
You're fine, Gens.
I am still shaken up, you guys.
I can tell.
Oh.
Hey, we're with you, Gabs. We're with you.
Okay, rocks fall, all the bad guys die. Good game, guys.
There we go.
You can mess with a lot of things, but my babies aren't one of them.
I like mine and Joe's plan.
It works.
Tell you what, there is a legendary action that DM Thaco can take. And if he takes this legendary action, I will give you guys a level.
I think the legendary action is seduce your wife. Just a hint there.
Actually, it wasn't, but if you think that'll work, let's do it. I like this idea. I'll give you 2 levels and a magical item.
I'll give you a magical item.
That's kind of like a count. I want a dinghy of endless rowing.
Okay, so moving forward.
Sorry.
Dragons
Okay.
after dark.
I needed that. Thank you. I feel better. What would that be as a magical?
Okay.
There's trolls trying to kill us. Can you do something about that?
Can we discuss this later?
Yes, but we need to discuss this later because now I'm intrigued. Which leads us to troll 1, which is troll number left.
In between Rogath and myself.
Okay. And who is he nearest to?
In between Rogath and myself.
Odd or even Rogath?
We'll go evens.
And he rolled odd, so he is attacking Eric. He is going to move up to 30 feet to try and get in your face. And he is going to slash at you twice with his claws. Let's see.
16.
Okay, the first one hits you
I give him a 1-finger salute.
for 5 slashing damage. His second claw misses, and then he attempts to bite you. And that is a 15. So he does miss with that. When his jaws clamp, it's near you, and you can see how pointed, it's almost fang-like, but it's all of his teeth.
My name is Jose. I'm a jalapeno on a steed.
Can I get a side of nachos?
Jefferson.
Oh god. Okay. And again, it looks like the one on the left is recovering a bit. Not as much as... Or no, her evil eye went off, so that happened. That puts him there, that puts him there. Troll number right moves 30 feet towards Rogoth. And is then going to swing at Rogoth. That's a miss, and that's a crit. He slashes at you, misses, and his bite comes down right at the corner of your shoulder and does 14 points of piercing damage.
You're next, beastie.
And it's, Rogoth, you can feel when this thing clamps down on you, you get the overwhelming sense that it's excited by the taste of your blood. It's ramping up, it's escalating. Almost like it's in a hunting, feeding frenzy. Get your mind out of Criminal Minds in the BAU. He's not spiraling yet. I felt that!
Don't forget, chat, there are commands out there that can help influence the game if you so desire to use your dragon scales for that.
Alrighty, and then let's move into the next round of combat. Eric, you are up. Rogoth, you are on deck.
I will do what I do best, and I am going to drop, I'm going to drop my bow.
Okay.
I'm going to draw my rapier, and I am going to swing at this troll.
Okay.
Ooh, we have a magic burst.
Ooh, magic burst.
I got me in that 20.
Nice.
So I drop that, pull out my rapier. This thing looks confused, like what is he doing juggling all this stuff? Just stab at him with my rapier.
Cord goes for the crit.
And I do 6, 12, 20, 36 points of damage to him.
36.
36.
Nice. And that is number left.
Yep.
Color number left.
This one, it is bleeding profusely, and it looks disturbed that you hurt it that much. You can see this look of confusion and consternation as it seems angered.
And then I'm going to run to the one next to Erebus.
So it will get in...
No, it won't.
No, because you're a stupid thingy thing.
Because fancy footwork allows me to run away from any creature that I have attacked in midair.
Because you suck.
Alright, and you run over there?
Yep.
Okay.
So that I am backing up Erebus.
Rogoth, you are up. Carissa, you're on deck.
So the are both creatures within my range now, or just the one?
Just the one that attacked you and bit you. The one that you were heading toward and intimidated is 10 feet away from you.
Okay. I am going to let it get an AO.
Okay.
Because I'll be back for that bugger.
Wait, the Sentinel, do they get an AO?
Yes.
Yes, they do. Okay, yep.
Yes.
He misses, Rogoth.
Alright, good. I'm gonna
There's
attack.
a nat 20 on the board. Thank you, David Omen.
Ooh.
And you have advantage on your next attack. But
All
there's
right.
also a nat 20 on the table, so your choice.
You know, I think I'll use that nat 20
Alright.
and add smite to my attack.
This feels familiar. I think we talked about this last time.
So, let's see here. Oh. Sorry, I had to put my dice away because the kitties were playing with it.
Kitties like to do that. I speak from experience.
Just let it roll for you. Sometimes they roll better than we do.
Alright, so that would be 3. And is this thing an undead or anything like that, or?
It is not.
It is not. Okay.
And no, David Omen, Divine Smite, it does not.
Well, that's the question. Are you casting a smite or are you using divine smite?
Sorry, using Divine Smite.
Oh. That's the definition.
You want me to list the definition, or?
Nope, no. It was whether or not you were using something like Wrathful Smite or if you were using Divine Smite.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I would have had to have prepared that before I attacked. Let's see here.
Smite to the left. Smite to the right. 2 smites this time.
Alright. So, 662. 6 plus 2 plus.
Chonky clerics.
Plus
No, hefty paladin versus cleric.
8 plus 8 plus. Where's my. 2 plus. Where did it go?
Pretty said you know what you're doing.
3.
Yes.
Oh, just double checking. So you're on deck.
Okay. So altogether should be around 43 points of damage.
43 to, and that's
The one in front of Erebus. Middle.
I thought that was the one he intimidated.
It is. Which is the one directly in front of Erebus. The middle one.
Okay.
It's been ganged up on this entire
Okay,
fight.
I don't have my glasses, so
Why don't
43.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, that one is also bleeding profusely and looks shocked, and it kind of looks its head from side to side. You get the feeling that these things aren't used to being hurt, and they're starting to debate the wiseness of their choices. That bloodlust seems to be draining from their eyes.
Dinner fights back this time.
It's like throwing a shoe at a crocodile.
If you throw a croc at a crocodile, would that be considered cannibalism?
I don't know.
I think it would at least count as aggravated assault.
That's what I've been told by family in Australia, that if they view you as not prey, if you attack back, it makes them stop, and that's what they do when they go
Especially
swimming.
if you pop them on the nose.
Yes, they don't like that. And you can actually hold their mouths shut with one hand. They only have 5 pounds of pressure to... Okay, sorry, we're nature documentary and Nerevis all in one tonight. Steve Irwin approves.
See, all I was thinking of is I was watching The Nanny earlier. She's back from Florida. There was a crocodile in the pool, and they thought it was a blow-up doll. 80 stitches!
Yep.
Oh my god. Really?
It was a show.
Oh.
Okay.
TV, not real.
For a second, I'm going, wait, what?
I was like, oh my god, so is that blood?
I did say that I was watching The Nanny earlier.
This pool toy seems a little bumpy.
Oh my god.
Krabby is just savage today. Axel, I approve.
Oh my god.
Hey, Krabby,
Okay.
can you read between the lines?
Rogan, anything else out of you, or is that good?
No, I think that'll be good for this time around.
Alright, Parisa, you are up. Erebus is on deck.
Cool. I am going to cast Hail of Thorns again.
Okay.
And shoot the one in front of me.
Do it.
The one that I stabbed and ran away from.
Yes.
Left.
Thank you.
Seriously?
Yep.
That is...
Magic Burst happens on Hail of Thorns.
Oh, yeah.
3,964. Wait, I have that.
All you have to do is pull it up in Google.
Yep.
And I'm guessing an 11 hit doesn't hit.
It does not.
Okay.
If you would like, I can pull it up.
I'm working on it. Hold on. It's in here somewhere.
Just go to Google and type in NetLibra.
Oh, it's not in the drive thingy?
No,
Oh. Help.
I got it.
You got it?
I'll do it.
Thank you. Much appreciated. I still need to finish. I'm only in the 2000s on that list. Yep, 3,964. And Parisa, that does not hit.
I didn't think so. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the VOD.
Why?
I think that's because that's what he's talking about too, isn't it?
What's that?
Last Sunday.
Yeah. You have to figure out for how long.
Yeah. Parisa, go ahead and roll me a d4.
1.
Okay, cool. Now roll me percentile.
Oh no.
Chat, high or low?
Oh no.
Now hold on, before you tell me what you rolled.
I know.
Whoever in chat can tell me high or low first. Low. What did you roll, Parisa?
74.
Okay. That actually works in your favor.
Okay. Then I don't need to kill Ron.
No. Ront actually, it would have triggered had you rolled low.
Gotcha.
So Ront actually saved you.
Hoofda.
Happy wrong.
Good job, Ront. Alright, Parisa, anything else out of you?
No, that should be it.
Alright, Nerevis is up. Trolls are on deck. Troll thingies.
I will have Nerevis disengage,
Okay.
grab the bundle, and move behind me.
Okay, with the bundle, she's half speeding. Can she still
She
get
only
there?
has to move 10 feet.
Okay, perfect. She is able to do so. Let's see. And she's within. Okay. Eric, roll me perception real quick.
14.
You hear a yelp from the bundle.
I figured as much.
Alright.
Well, hold on. When you say yelp, animal or humanoid?
Humanoid.
Okay, so my assumption was correct.
You hear what sounds like the rattling of metal and a yelp.
Okay.
That leads us to troll number 2, which is troll number middle.
Between me and Cosmo. Or
Okay.
Roboth, sorry.
And that is the one that was cursed as well, correct? He is going to roll at disadvantage to swing at Eric. Oof. That's a miss.
Okay.
That is a miss. That is a hit. Barely, but that is a hit. With the bite again. As his jaws clamp down on you for 9 points of damage.
I can take it, Axel. I can take it.
Troll number 1, which is also troll number left.
15 feet away from Parisa, has been attacked by her and stabbed by me.
Is going to move towards Parisa. And is going to attack her with claw, and bite. I do apologize, this encounter was pre-made for a party of 4.
We got it.
The first one misses. The second claw hits you. And this claw does, holy crap, it rakes across you. You feel like this is the most solid hit that this thing could probably get on you.
Ooh.
As you went to turn away from it and ended up turning into it, and you take 11 points of slashing damage, and then it goes to bite you. And as it goes to bite you, it had too much momentum going from its claw and over-rotates with its foot in the mud and falls prone on its face in front of you.
Oh, crap!
But, actually, we'll chat later. Hold on to that thought.
We got one more troll creature.
Sorry. And troll number right.
10 feet away from me, 20 feet away from Rogan.
He is going to go to the nearest person.
Nerevis to me.
He is going to go towards you. He sees you as the bigger threat.
Okay.
And he is going to swing at you.
Okay.
Miss. He misses you with everything.
I'm a little bit nimble.
I'm laughing because he missed you by 1, 2, and 3.
Alright, at this point in time, there's a critter between me and Rogith. I'm assuming it's my turn.
Yes, it is. Eric, it is your turn. Rogith, you are on deck. Oh, hold on. That happens not to...
I forgot to ask, was that critter 5 feet within 5 foot range that
No,
was attacking?
he's about 10 feet away.
Oh, okay, so I wouldn't have been able to get him.
Negative.
I'm just going to state this. Every time it's their turn, it seems like some of their bleeding staunches. Not much, but it's noticeable.
It's trolls.
It's puppy-faced trolls.
I am going to draw my short sword into
Okay.
my offhand, so I now have my rapier and my short sword.
Okay.
My first attack, my only attack for the turn, will be a 24 to hit.
Nice.
$24 points of damage.
Nice. And that is 2 numbers left or middle?
That is middle.
Yeah, he hurting. Great. Anything else out of you, Eric?
Not at the moment.
Okay. Parisa, you are up, followed by Nerevis. Or no, sorry, Rogith. Hi, Rogith. How are you? Hi, hello, yes. Namaste, Uncle Auntie, hello, yes. Rogith, it is your turn, followed by Parisa on deck, yes.
Thank you, Malik. I am going to swing at the beastie. That's between me and yeah, Eric.
Okay.
And I'm
Is
going
it
to.
enough
What's that?
of flanking or no?
Oh, he is flanked.
Okay. So yes,
It is
you're
flank-
rolling at advantage.
Perfect. Thank God. That wasn't much better. That would be a grand total 10 to hit.
A grand total of what?
10 to hit.
Perfect. Yeah, sorry, no. I'm sorry.
And I even gave
Oh,
you
good.
advantage.
And then, let's see, for.
No, then.
Oh no, the hands is an action. Never mind. Nope, that'll be it.
Okay. Parisa, you are up. There is one prone on his face in front of you. So you will have advantage on him.
Assuming it's a melee attack.
Can I take out my dagger and coup de gracie? I suppose because he's not unconscious. But
Yeah, he's not. So
That's
you
fine.
couldn't. But you can still draw your weapon and smuck him at advantage.
I'm going to drop my bow,
I'd like to battle him.
take out my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Can I use? I still have my bonus action, right? Yeah. Use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh. So I don't have a -1 in my damage, and I'm going to hit him, and I have advantage because he's on the ground.
Correct.
So that would make it a D10, right?
It would bump it up 1 die.
Okay.
If you state it.
I'm going to two-hand it. Thank you, DM Taco.
See, he's nice.
Oh, so close.
Dang it!
That was a 19 on the die.
Ooh.
Oh!
So that would be
Improved critical as a druid.
right.
Dang it, I need to look that up. Because I found it, and then I lost it. And it's not UA, but it's in supplemental material. And it's a feat, and it's race specific.
Gotcha. Oh my gosh. So that's like a 26 to hit.
It hits.
Cool. So 8 points of bludgeoning, magical bludgeoning damage.
And that's to...
The one prone on his
Left.
Thank you.
Yeah. Prone on his left.
Oh, we didn't ask that. Is he prone on his back or on his face?
He's prone on his face. I said it on his face. Yes, Axel. Loxlies do prefer 2 hands. All right.
Who shook their head back and clapped him?
Nerevis is up, and will you allow me to control her for 1 turn?
Sure.
She turns her head.
Directly to her right is one of the trolls.
Okay, what languages do I have on her sheet?
You don't.
I don't. She turns and says something in a language that you don't quite recognize.
I speak Sylvan Infernal and Thieves' Cant and Common.
It is very close to Sylvan.
Okay.
You catch something that you think might be equivalent to hidden or hide, and then she states with authority a word and puts her hand out on your back.
Okay.
When she does this, she reverts to bird form, and you have haste.
Nice.
That gives me an 18 AC.
It gives you should be fairly familiar with this from dealing with Sir Niren.
That spell is a pain in my butt.
Well, now you get to use it.
It's like using a.
It is the
Guardians
trolls.
and everything?
They are going to attack whoever is nearest
Middle
them.
and right. Middle can choose me or Cosma. Right can choose me or Erebus. Left can choose Larissa.
Okay, let's start with troll number left.
Okay.
And that happens. And he swings at Carissa. Are you kidding me?
Nope.
He uses half his movement to stand up and flails his arms and bites at you, but is so clustered that he just can't. You're just like...
You made him cross-eyed.
You went into the 430 class and you're working with the white belts there.
Oh god. The bouncing marshmallows?
Yes, the bouncing sparring marshmallows.
So I just put my hand on his forehead and...
Yes. Alright, one is attacking you and one is attacking Rogoth.
Okay.
The one attacking Rogoth, that is a miss, and a hit. And the bite does 6 damage to you, Rogoth.
Okay.
Woo! Yeah, I know, super crazy. And then the one that is attacking Eric, that's a 17, that's a miss. That is a 16, that's a miss. Oof. And that is a crit with the bite.
That's fine.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 14 damage.
Okay.
And
I am starting to look a bit rough.
okay, that happens. And it is top of the initiative. Eric, it is your turn. You have 2 actions. Your AC is up. You have all the fun stuff.
I am going to attack the one between Rogith and I with advantage.
Do it.
That would be for my first attack. That would be a 25 to hit.
That is a hit.
$27 points of damage.
Nice. And that's to the left.
Middle.
So 27.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it still up?
It is, but it's looking pretty rough.
With my offhand attack, I'm going to hit it with my rapier, or my short sword. That is a 24 to hit.
That is a hit.
And that is 6 more points of damage.
It is still standing.
Second verse, same as the first.
Do it. Crit.
No,
Oh.
but it's still 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
11 points of damage.
Okay.
And the last attack, I'm assuming he's still not down?
Nobody's close.
Well, this should do it. Yeah, 25 to hit.
Yep.
And that's 10 more points of damage.
That was.
Oh, shoot. Is he dead?
He is down.
Okay. I forgot to do all of my Hunter's Mark damage.
You know what?
6.
Roll first damage for
12.
Hunters. Because Hunter's Mark is only once per turn, isn't it?
I thought so.
Hunter's Mark.
I got it.
Got it? Okay.
It's either Hunter's Mark or Colossus Slayer. One is once per turn and one is once per round.
Whenever you hit.
Hunter's Mark is whenever you hit.
You hit.
So
Colossus
go ahead.
Slayer is
Is once
Once
per
per
round.
round. So
Go ahead. What was the damage from it the first time?
the first attack would have been an extra 6 damage.
Okay.
The second attack would have been an extra 1 damage.
But it would trigger on your offhand too, because it's
That's why
whenever
I
you
said.
hit.
That's why I said.
So he's dead
Before my second attack.
before your second attack. So
then
go
I will
ahead and.
turn on the one to my right, and he will take the remaining damage,
Okay.
which is. Shoot, I forgot what it was.
It was 11 plus. Wasn't it? Or no, 11 was. Okay. I'm just gonna take 15 from him.
20, but 10 more from Hunter's Mark as
Okay.
it transfers.
He is looking rough.
Yeah, he's got Hunter's Mark on him now.
Okay.
And actually, no. Take 10 points off that.
Okay.
Because it's a bonus action to move it.
Perfect. Alright. Rogith, you are up. Carissa is on deck. There are 2 left. Can you explain to Rogith where they are located?
There is one that is 10 feet away from you, and one that is 40 feet away from you.
All right, I'll go after the nearest one, being that that's the one that you're attacking, right?
You have flanking on it.
All right. I will attack. Okay, much better. That was well, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Nice. That hit definitely hits.
All right. And that is a grand total of 12 points of damage.
Nice. This one's looking really rough.
Oh no, because I didn't take that feat yet. And that will be my turn.
Alrighty. Carissa, you are up. Erebus is on deck. She is trapped in bird form. You okay?
Cramp?
Oh, yeah. Ooh, that sucked.
Cramp.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, cows. Oops. My kiwi. It's my DMing flap flaps. I love you too.
Oh, thanks, Kiwi. I feel love.
Oh shoot, is Dozer still outside?
I just had her take a look.
Oh, okay.
That's why she got distracted.
Whoops.
Yep.
Okay. Rogith, was that the end of your turn?
Yep, that'll be it.
Parisa, you are up. Nerevis is on deck.
Yep. I'm going to swing with my quarterstaff. And he is no longer prone. I am swinging two-handed.
Okay.
That is a...
For the cows!
Oh my gosh. 19 to hit.
That is a hit. And this is number
Left.
Left. Ooh.
number
was a
right
good roll.
hasn't taken much of anything.
He's now flanked though.
For 14 points of magical bludgeoning damage. Magical smacky snap.
He is looking very, very, very not happy. There is blood oozing from multiple cuts. It's panting. It's breathing hard.
Sounds like a good night.
Okay. That's it for me.
It's Nerevis' turn.
She disengages
Okay.
and gets the heck out of dodge.
Okay. She seems reluctant to leave the...
Not so far that she can't.
Gotcha. You can tell that she seems protective and perturbed. Eric, that bundle is precious.
Yep.
Okay.
These are dangerous.
Okay. Alright, that is it for that.
I feel a little awkward. Should I wave it? Oh, never mind. He left.
Troll number 2 is
If they
dead.
standard wave.
Troll number 1 is the super injured one, and that is in front of Parisa.
When that pops up, it should prompt. It should prompt something that's not.
This one is lashing out at you, Parisa. And that is a miss. That is a hit, and that is a hit.
That's not good.
Oof.
Ruh-roh.
Its bite does 10 damage to you,
Okay.
and the claw does 12.
Ooh.
Thank you.
I love you too.
I love you too, sweetie.
You still standing?
You said the second one did 12?
Yes.
I'm
Rough.
very, 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 very rough.
Right, Ron? Your winning lottery ticket. I wish. You can tell this thing is just swinging and biting with the last of its strength. That brings us to number right, which is
Between myself and Rogith.
all right. Odd or even, Thaco?
I'll take odd.
Odd it is. It lashes. Oof. Lashes out at you, and all 3 hit.
Okay.
That's also going to activate my sentinel.
It gets no AO on him.
Correct, but he activates Sentinel. I thought there was something else that happens.
Only if it tries to move away. Let's see, I have it right here. Sentinel is when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0 for the rest of the turn. Creatures within 5 feet of you provoke opportunity attacks from you, even if they take the disengage action before leaving your reach. And when a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, You can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
So he gets to attack.
Okay.
Rogoth gets to attack first.
Yep, so Rogoth, go ahead and attack the troll. I will tell you this, it was low.
Okay. Can I use smite on this or no?
Can you use smite on it?
You know what? Why not?
Okay.
I think so.
Because it's not a bonus action or an action. It's just a class ability, so I don't see why not.
Right.
Okay.
Because I believe it. The only stipulation is it can trigger on a weapon attack.
Correct.
I think that's the only stipulation for it.
When you hit a creature.
Yeah, so
Okay,
yes,
so yeah.
absolutely you can.
Okay, awesome. I'm going to do that then.
Do it.
And that is a...
Haste.
You want to witness?
Oh, you have haste, your AC is increased by 2.
Yeah, 18.
Only 2 of them hit.
Doesn't-
One of them does not.
Okay.
So my honey is witnessing.
Did you crit?
Yes.
Yes! Core goes for the crit. That is going to be the new thing. Core goes for the crits. Alright, and how much damage are you doing, Rogoth, my dear?
Well, after dropping that dice,
I'll let you add that up while I give you...
We gotta find out if he's dead.
He shouldn't be. He's full.
The middle one?
Oh, no, this was the middle one?
I'm sorry, the right one should not be full.
No, but he's up there.
Still, I mean, he might do max damage, and that's a lot.
It would have to be a lot.
Like 72?
and
It would have to be
5.
a lot.
So, alright, so do that. 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 7 plus. Oops.
Okay.
8 plus
He's still
8
gonna be standing.
plus 8 plus 8 plus 7 plus 5.
Try to start calling
So
out random numbers.
that would be 49 points of damage.
Nice.
And I know I just did a good chunk to him, too.
Hold on. To the right one?
Yeah. Because I hit him with, like, 11 points of damage, too. So that's 50-something. Eddie would have taken. I don't know the regen.
He is still standing, but he's bleeding profusely. And I'm going to make his roll at disadvantage because he was not expecting Rogoth to attack on his turn. One of them still hits you.
Okay.
6 points of damage.
Okay.
And that is going to lead us to the top of the next initiative round. Which is, Eric, you are up. We have troll number left and troll number right. Troll number right looks considerably more healthy than troll number left.
That's alright. I see that Parisa looks really bad. I can't do it from there.
And the troll in front of Parisa looks very, very rough.
Nope, I won't be able to make it. So, never mind. I'll have to attack the one in front of me. First attack is a miss.
Oh, there is a no nat one.
It's a miss.
Okay. You
Second
do have a
attack.
no nat one from a ways back.
That's a hit. That's a 21.
That is a hit.
And that will be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16 points of damage.
Okay.
Are you still standing?
He is still standing.
Second turn, second set of actions.
I mean, you guys went to town on 2 of them. The other one didn't take much except for last
18.
turn. 18?
It's a hit.
That is a hit.
That is 10 more points of damage.
Okay.
And the last attack. Dang it, so close. That's definitely a hit.
Okay, what was it?
18 on the die.
Yes.
And that is 12 more points of damage.
Oh my gosh. It's still standing, but it's... You see it after you unload on it. You watch it kind of look around quickly, and then you watch its gaze settle on this sack that is behind you. And it seems to be contemplating. Rogat, it is your turn. Carissa, you're on deck.
Oh, that's right. I'm
I moved,
Okay.
seeing
Okay.
that it is on its dying breath. I move, leaving it for Robith to take care of.
Gotcha. My glasses.
Alright. I'm gonna swing at this thing,
Okay.
and that would be.
Oh.
Hmm?
Shoot. Never mind. She's after Robith.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That would be a dirty 20.
That is a hit.
Alright. That's okay. 5. 10 points of damage.
Nice. It's just not enough to kill it.
Do your thing.
I'm out of uses.
You have no more spell slots left?
Yeah, no, I only have 3.
Ah.
Parisa, you are up.
Okay, perfect.
Unless, Rogat, was there anything else out of you?
No, there's not really much else I can do.
Okay. Sounds good. Parisa.
Maybe backhand it with my shield.
Okay, I'm going to 2-hand swing.
Do it.
17 ahead
That is a hit.
for 9 points of magical bludgeoning damage. And then as my bonus action, can I down a healing potion?
Isn't your healing potion like in your packs?
Probably.
Wait, aren't your flowers a bonus action?
I think the reason why I wasn't considering that is because the Woodweller's Charm leveled up with this level, and I haven't gotten what that does yet.
Gotcha.
So, but I will just.
Your flowers essentially get a little more powerful. And do you still have your sheet with the layout of everything? Like your Loxley sheet? Because
It was the sheet that I got was very basic, Gabs.
Okay.
Like, it didn't.
Maybe I didn't give you an updated one then.
I don't think so.
Okay, can I see it? Thank you.
I also forgot that I do have the field medic too, so I could do that instead. No, I'm doing my. I'll inhale my green flower.
Okay, instead of a 1d4 plus your wisdom mod, it's a 1d6, and it does still consume a 15-foot cone, but you can include yourself in that.
Can I make the cone go behind me so I don't hit the troll in front of me?
Yes. That is actually smart.
Ooh.
Nice.
So I get back 10 hit points. So that's my turn.
Okay. Perfect. It is Erebus's turn, and she can't really...
Actually, she can.
Okay.
She can attack him.
She can. That's right.
Attack
It
the
won't
troll.
it won't break concentration. She has beacon claws. Thank you for the cheers, David Omen.
And that would be a dirty 20 to hit.
Nice. Which one is she doing? Left or left or right?
Or right.
Okay. She takes it out.
Nice.
I kind of figured as much.
Okay, that leaves us with troll number 1, which is troll number left. That heals a little bit. And let's see. I can't see.
Teresa right in front of her and me 10 feet behind it.
It is going to make a run for the sack.
It will be 10 feet away.
Okay, and then Parisa will get an AO.
Take it. 18 to hit.
That is a hit.
And I didn't say I was two-handing, so I'll just do that.
Nope, you can two-hand it.
Okay.
Because you stated, so here's how I'm going to do that with a staff. If you do not state what you're doing handed-wise, I'm going to assume it's one-handed. If you state two-handed, I'm going to assume going forward it's two-handed unless you say you're one-handed.
Oh, ouch.
Ouch.
That's 5 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
But at least it was something.
Wait, and that happens before, so that gives him that, and then he heals to that. And 30 feet does not get him there?
No, he's 10 feet away.
Okay, perfect. Top of the initiative. Eric, you are up.
Because of my intelligence, I made my way back to where I dropped my bow. I will now drop my weapons, pick up my bow, and clink clink.
Do it. Roll the hit. Do it, do it, do it.
First attack is a 24 to hit.
That is a hit.
As a bonus action, I'm dropping Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay.
16 points of damage.
It had 16 hit points left.
Nice.
16, right there. And he drops.
Ront, I believe the answer is why not?
Because I could, and I thought Parisa was going to do it with me, and then she didn't.
I'm sorry, I'm blind and I need to see my character sheet.
I'm blind too!
You're the opposite blind of me.
Up close is really good, far away not so much.
I can't see up close.
Okay, yeah, we're opposite blind.
I'm just blind.
I do have an eye appointment coming up though, because I'm becoming more blind.
I need to make another eye appointment.
I'm way overdue.
Now that it's dead, I'm going to make my way over to the bundle, which you're 5 feet away from the bundle, Rogath, so you're closer.
Haste
Okay.
does drop. Or no, I'll have her hold it out so you got a few more seconds of it. Because when it drops, you're exhausted for a round.
That's fine. I will make my way to the child.
I'm also going to approach as well.
Okay. You see a bloody canvas that's almost like a traveler's hood, like a traveler's cloak, but made of rough canvas draped over something, and you're gonna remove it?
Yeah.
Okay. You pull it back, and Parisa and Rogath, this especially strikes you as super off guard. You see something that is becoming normal for you, which is something completely out of myth. Eric, you know exactly what this is. This is a very, very small half-elf child. It has shackles on its wrists and ankles. It is barely conscious and does not look like they have had food or water proper.
I will immediately,
And she seems like she's barely lucid.
Erevis, drop your spell.
Erevis drops her spell, and Erevis, as soon as combat was over, immediately goes to the child, and the child isn't very strong. I mean, we're talking weak, exhausted, but tries to scoot, as ridiculous as it is, behind Erevis.
Stay, child.
It looks confused.
I will
In Sylvan, stay, child.
It looks a lot less confused.
I'm going to try speaking in Elvish.
Okay, yeah, because you have. What's your?
Because we talked about that.
Yep, and because you studied the old languages
Yep,
as an ambassador.
we talked about it basically being like Latin.
Yes, so you know it in book sense, not so much conversation sense, but you feel confident communicating.
De donde el bano?
No, it's not that bad. I'm not saying grassy ass.
Polo.
Donkey
I want
shin.
some polo legs.
Donkey shin.
Oh. It took me a minute to realize
That hurts on a physical level.
Oh.
I'm going to prepare another healing flower.
Okay. What do you say in Elvish? Yeah, the mask isn't gonna stay on much longer. It keeps catching my eyelashes.
You only got a half hour.
Be still, we aren't going to harm you. Let me help.
As soon as the child hears you speak in Elvish, it starts releasing this torrent of words, but that are kind of garbled. I just want to go home. They were taking me, and I gotta find my mom, and they're all dead, and there might be more. And
okay, well, for starters,
but it's really.
Once the exhaustion wears off on me,
Okay, you're good now.
I am going to. Well, you finish yours.
everybody gets 6 points of healing back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Look anywhere near as rough as I did. So I still look
How does everybody look at this point in time, including
I
the
look
kid?
I look battered.
You look battered? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just for a few minutes, it's coming off.
Not quite as bad as Parisa, I'm assuming, but I look battered.
Okay. And what about the kid?
The kid looks very rough. We're talking dehydrated, malnourished, and looks absolutely terrified of all of you, a little less of Parisa.
Okay.
I am going
It is
to.
not the child from the Mandalorian rot.
I am going to pick the locks on the manacles and shackles.
You go to pick the locks, and they're just shaking. Go ahead and roll me. Roll me your lock picking.
22.
The wrist manacles spring open. Go ahead and roll for the ankles. Because they are different locks.
18.
Yeah, you get them both. Good job.
I got a +9.
They come off, and the child looks a little afraid.
And then I'm going to put it in my bag.
I'm gonna
Confusion, afraid.
I'm gonna kneel down next to the child and offer my hand, just gentle like.
They shy back a little bit and look a little confused.
I'm now going to take the time to introduce myself and then the others.
Okay.
Right?
I look over to Parisa. If you can ask that I might receive their hand for a moment. I'm not going to harm them.
It's very tentative, and you can see Nerevis puts her head against their forehead, and it seems to calm them to whatever degree, and they give you their hand, Rogith.
Okay. As I take their hand, I'm going to look it over for bruises and things like that. But I'm also doing lay on hands at the same time.
Okay, and for how much?
We'll say 7 points.
Okay. They look considerably better, I mean, there's still bruises. You can tell that your lay on hands isn't going to undo weeks of ill treatment, but it made a big dent in recovery. And they seem to be a little more.
Well, you seem to have a rapport with the child. Figure out what happened.
You hear Nerevis in your mind. This is a bit of a mess, Eric.
You think?
We can't bring a child where we're going. Elves don't exist in this land. At
How do
least
you know that?
I thought. Well, listen, haven't you been listening to your party?
I've seen goblins, orcs, and trolls. Things that are myths to these people. I'm prone to think that they may not know everything going on here. So again, how do we know that elves don't exist?
Also, Parisa, I'm going to give you the remainder of the healing. Because Eric, you look much better now, right?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
How much would that be, Rogus?
That'd be another 7 points of healing, and I'll use the last one on myself.
Oh wait, thank you.
As far as these people know, it's a myth. Parisa, you get in. It's a little hard for you to understand. Some of the pronunciation is off.
It's like it's like taking a language class for 3-4 years and then actually hearing somebody who natively speaks it.
Yeah. And once you ask them to slow down a little bit, they do. She says her name is Adara. Adara.
I close my notes.
Oh, are you translating Parisa or no?
I will translate.
Ron, who listens to their party?
All right.
Not Ron when it comes to cursed weapons.
Okay.
She says that she was being smuggled back. She was being smuggled somewhere for some type of ritual. She said she's not from. She speaks with a maturity and intelligence that's beyond what you see, which is I mean, we're talking like a 6-year-old. Think Aerie from MHA. Yeah, I mean, 6-7-year-old girl, but her intelligence seems advanced.
Where are you from?
I'm from our island, but do you have a map?
Not really, but I have a good sense of direction.
It's weeks and weeks and weeks. Hold on, you guys are here. Southwest of here.
Is she speaking common at this point in time or no?
No.
So like
She is only speaking in.
We're up here.
Well, I'm not sure how close we got.
Elvish.
I'm not sure how close we are to the Void of the Gods because we've only been traveling for a day and a half. Which, looking at this and judging by the time frame that she said, we'd be somewhere here, south and west, and weeks and weeks. I mean,
Did I say it wrong? Hold on, let me look at the map quick. I might have said west instead of east because I'm.
Did you pass by the Void of the Gods?
if we're here,
Yep.
and we go south and west, that would put her somewhere in this area. By my guess, but I wouldn't know that natively.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't tell you exact, but you're on the right track.
So, for you, well,
Um,
I'm not sure how well would she know all of this.
She would have studied maps as the ambassador's daughter.
This is the general idea. down by here or up in here. where the
East?
islands are.
I thought you said east.
So she's either from Sicily or from the Greek Isles. Got it.
Right.
She states that there was a human that found them, and her mother nursed him back to health.
Okay.
So she's from the island of Themyscira. Gotcha.
Was then asked to leave. She's not sure what happened to the human man, but apparently the elves prefer to stay thinking that they're myth. They know the rest of the world believes them to be myth, and they're trying to keep it that way.
Gotcha. So I'm assuming she was a product of that man's stay. Gotcha.
And her mother was, you can tell that some of this is supposition. It's just what her mother said. They were attacked. She doesn't know what happened to her mother. Apparently there was a trade ship that got lost in a storm, and then acquired her, believed she would be of some worth, and she was sold a number of times from hand to hand to hand until this. She believes that she was being brought to somewhere in the direction of the Void of the Gods, and then they were beset upon by these creatures.
Is she missing any fingers?
She is not.
Was there anybody else with you?
There's bodies. Sorry, I said at the beginning of combat. There's bodies strewn about. I think we were kind of distracted with everything going on. There's bodies strewn about. There is a couple broken canoes. Yeah, Rogan?
Yeah, being as I can't really understand what they're saying, I'm going to actually examine said bodies, see if there's any sort of sigil or anything recognizable as merchants or kingdom or whatnot.
Perfect. Roll me an investigation, Rogan.
Bring it out to bed.
Oh, did you give this back to Erebus too?
Investigation is... That would be 17.
17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you find 4 copper, 6 silver, and 4 gold.
What about the information he's looking for?
Yeah, I'm just letting him write that down.
Thank you.
No worries. You then find what looks like all these bodies are fairly mangled. You find a couple weapons as well, all generic daggers, short swords, a mace, and one of them is more well dressed than the others. And on the inside of his vest pocket, you find a letter.
Okay.
And the letter, brass tacks, because I don't have it written out, the letter says that we know what you have acquired. We will purchase this from you. Must be alive. States a meeting point that you believe, you're not quite sure where the meeting point is. They describe a location that I'll point out on the map here shortly because I want to describe it in the letter because I just don't have that. They are going to meet on the next full moon, so it's about 2 weeks away. Or about a 10-day away, roughly. And they have promised a massive sum of gold, 2,500 gold. which in this economy would be like the equivalent of $2-3 million.
Jeez.
I mean,
Okay, then.
it's a stupid amount. They state they don't care about the condition as long as it's alive. And they refer to the package as an it. Right?
And I'm going to bring that letter over and show the rest of my party as well.
Well, and what about defining marks, sigils, clothing?
At the bottom of this letter, it is stamped with crossed keys over a gate, the symbol you guys have come to recognize all too well as a bastardization of Mirasa's sigil. As far as the people themselves, they have nothing denoting, there's no symbols or stations on them. You do notice that they are considerably tan. Like you'd be on the crew of a ship. I mean, they're dark tan, and you can tell it's not native skin color, it's from all the sun.
Well, I think our best bet here is to ask our friend to take her back to his village and hide her. We would be without a canoe, but we can make our way back on foot. It'll take us a bit longer, but she would be safe.
What if I thought about, I got away once, I thought about cutting my ears to make them look normal. Do you think that would protect me?
What are the general...
Oh, Parisa, you also realize she is not affected by you.
Okay. What is the general attitude of Loxlies towards elves? I know we briefly talked about it.
Yep.
At the very beginning of the campaign, like, we talked about this, like, literally a year ago.
Yes. Loxlies did not believe that elves were myth, as they believe they were descended from elves. They didn't... Is that a crack in my chin? That's a reflection of the chair. Okay, we're good. Sorry. I'm sorry. Squirrels! It would be a bit of awe for you because they believe that elves had basically phased out. So it wouldn't be adverse. If anything, it would be more of confused awe. As, holy crap, this, is supposedly who we're descended from, but we thought they no longer were part of this land. You do know that if anything you've read from old writings and such is to be believed, that the elves were very, not narcissistic, but they definitely believed themselves to be above the rest. And so you could see how they would not be as welcoming of a half-breed. But as they were considered creatures of myth, you could see how maybe greed would overtake human. You mean what I know, right, guys? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Question for my... Hold on. Can I see the page be super quick? Please.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I should have my...
Eric and Rogan, what are you guys up to at the moment other than searching bodies and...
I'm waiting for a response to my suggestion.
Okay. Erebus kind of... I don't have the strength to become human again, but I'm loath to leave her, Eric.
I'm of the same mind frame, but I would have heard that. Sorry.
I'm not sure it'd be safe to take the child with us.
I don't believe she'd be safe. And Nerevis can only talk to telepathically at the moment,
Oh, okay.
but you do know that you are from the area the letter described. These guys were probably only hours ahead of where you were, which is curious because they have almost identical types of canoes as you guys have, but you don't recognize any of them from the fishing village.
We may have an opportunity here to at least get some more information as to this group, especially since they're affiliated with this symbol.
You guys stay here. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Typical Eric move. Where are you going, Eric?
I'm going back to the kid.
Okay.
The one that with
Oh,
the canoe.
Jonathan?
Jonathan.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. Is everything alright?
Oh, I made it back that fast?
Oh, I'm just assuming I'm getting. Oh, go ahead. Was there something else you wanted to do on the way back?
No, I was just curious.
Okay, I'm
I
just
made it-
asking.
I made it that fast? Okay, cool.
I shortened travel just for purpose of time
Brevity.
because we have 5 minutes left.
Were there other travelers that left before us?
No, there was a man that came not too long after you guys did, asking about boats, and Da told him we only have a couple boats to lend and they're spoken for.
And you're not missing any boats?
Not that I know of. I was just in charge of setting ours aside, and
Are there any other villages on the lake?
not typically. Sometimes fishermen will go out and camp along the shore.
As I'm talking to him, my passive insight of 17, does it look like he's omitting anything?
No, he seems to be being completely honest and upfront with you. I mean, it's for someone to get more boats, they would either have had to somehow portage them, take them from someone who's already out fishing and stayed on the shore.
Anybody not returned home recently?
Yeah, we had a party that was overdue, but they were only, they would have been due back the day you guys arrived. It's not uncommon for people to be off by a day or so.
I want you to hear what you're saying. Did we pass any fisher folk on the way up here?
No, and we should have.
I don't believe they're coming back.
He visibly pales. It was a bigger party, though.
I don't believe they're coming back. Thank you for that information.
He just sits down, and you feel he is being completely honest. It's not a huge town, so you get the sense that it's fairly close knit.
And with that, I'm going to turn back around and go back to the party.
Okay.
I got the information I needed.
He's gonna pick up. You can tell he's just doing busy stuff to keep from sitting there.
So you're gonna have him bring the canoes upstream, or?
We're not upstream. Because you said I was heading into the forest away from where we docked.
But we're
right
next to the water.
We're next to some water, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so Eric's coming back to the.
If the party agrees to it, I would like to write a letter to my
I don't see anything wrong with that.
About the child.
Perhaps.
I have no problem with you talking to your mom.
Okay.
Being she's a Loxley, she should probably know what's going on.
Right.
Well, she might be able to do something about these, or at least figure out perhaps where these folks are getting their financial backing. After all, that is a rather large sum of gold.
Right.
That's got to be somewhere.
Right. I'm also going to write the letter in Elvish.
Okay, that is noted.
Just because I feel like that's probably...
How are you going to get it to her?
I am going to cast... I'm going to use one of my speak with animals.
Okay.
And find a pigeon or something, a bird.
Okay.
And ask it to deliver the letter for me.
Rule animal handling. Just keep in mind you're asking a bird that you just met that can speak to bring a letter days away.
I know.
What'd you roll?
11.
You chat with a bird, but you are not confident that this is gonna happen.
I will hold off then. Because the other option would be to ask Nerevis to do it, but...
Eric, Rogith, do you have an idea? Otherwise, I may.
Nothing off the top of my head unless we head back to the village and have a runner sent from the... That would take probably quite a while. And if we want to...
Thank you,
We
Ron.
have a nat 20 on the table.
Thank you, Ron.
Hey, you're on.
Which will probably happen next game.
How long would it take for her to make the round trip?
To Silas and back? A while. I mean, we're talking weeks.
We haven't been traveling for weeks.
No,
Silas
but we're
to
over here.
Calyx.
Silas is over here. She'd have to fly across the mountains.
Oh, she could, because as the crow flies, duh. I'd have to look at the map and tell you, but it would be a while. Because if she went directly... Okay, give the DM half a second.
Did you want to use something else, Ron?
Yeah, what was your thought, Ron? Sorry, almost done.
Thank you for the host.
It would take her 17 and a half days.
Oof. Yeah, that sounds...
That's assuming that she's going 40 to 60 miles per day in raven form. Oh, sorry, that's not gonna work. My other thought is we left William at the fishing village. Would our friends not be safe at the Cuthbert estate? Or have them do an armed caravan with her hidden to the city and get her to your mother that way? I just went to Irish for some reason. Thanks,
Thank
Mom.
If nothing else, I think getting her to the Cuthbert estate would be a good first step.
I do not know if she would be safe there, but I do know that William would guard her with his life to get her to your mother.
At the very least, he can get my letter to my mother, because I'm sure they have carrier pigeons there.
And it would not take me long. I mean, I could make it to the fishing village and back in a day and a half.
But how
If
would
you could heal me up a bit more.
I could do that? But how would you get her there?
I could have William come get her.
Williams had what? A day and a half, 2 days travel?
He's had 2 days, but he would have probably stayed in the village for a day.
He wouldn't even have had that long, because he left the village as we were leaving.
Right, so a day and a half, 2 days travel at most. Because that's how long we've been going upriver.
You guys are 2 days upriver.
Okay.
Or no, you're on night 1. You're right. You're right, because we had day 1, and we were gonna go to day 2, but then Rogus said he wanted to learn how to do the canoe, so we did that, and you guys slept, so it is morning of day 2. So you're only 1 full day outside the village. So William probably is just leaving the fishing village now, as it's early in the morning.
Does he still have his sending stone?
Yes, he does.
I will then relay the message to William that we need him to come upstream and acquire a package from our Sherpa.
And William's response: the fate of this small half-elf child.
I'm not going to say half-elf.
I didn't say you did. We will find out what happens to them.
She was setting up a cliffhanger.
I was trying real hard.
I was confused.
That's okay. Next time on Nerevis.
On Dragon Ball Z.
Thanks, you guys. It's been a great night. Thanks to Syrinscape for the audio over break. Again, we are now being sponsored by Legend Craft. Check them out. Do we have any other announcements, ladies and gentlemen? Tomorrow is Sand and Magic, yes?
Yes.
Tomorrow is Sand and Magic, and then Monday night is Dragon's Discourse. Everyone have a fantastic night, and we will see you tomorrow.
Stick around as we go.
Hey, everyone.
Stick around as we go raid one of our fellows.
Hang tight. We are going to go jump into, it looks like the Liching Hour. Viva la dungeon!
Thank you for that, David Oman.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. And it has switched.